Good morning. Honey, it's 5 p.m. Honey, it's 5 p.m. It's not even morning. It's been a full day. It's been a full day. It's been a real full day. Jeez. Good evening. Good evening. How are y'all doing? It's okay. I'm a well-adjusted person. I adjust well to time. Definitely. Definitely. Esgaron, thank you for the resub. Happy 39 months. Welcome on back. And thank you again to our raiders. It was Tiny Paint and Frigid Night. Welcome on in. Thank you so much for the raids. I really appreciate them. That's very kind of you. I hope y'all had a lovely stream. Let me just check out what y'all were doing. If I had to guess, perhaps Tiny Paint was playing art? No, it was actually oh no, wait, maybe it was. It was art. Yeah, I was right. Ignore my voice crack. Uh But Tiny Paint, if you want to share your work, absolutely feel free to share. You can absolutely send it to one of the mods, and they can send it over to me. Then I could take a look at it because I love seeing people's art. I love seeing people's art. It's lovely. Speaking of art, hello Doodle Sprout. I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you've been hanging out and having fun. Thank you for being here. And there we go. Frigid Night, thank you for the raid. You're playing Ark Survival Evolved. I think one of my cousins likes Ark. I think one of my cousins like them. That's the game with the dinosaurs, right? Pretty sure that's the one. I might be mistaken though. I just remember my cousin was like, "Can you draw this for my kid?" And I was like, "I cannot. I can't draw dinosaurs. No, I'm not very good at it." I'm good, thank you though. Yeah, no worries. Meta, thank you for the hydrate, breathe, posture check. Oh my gosh, that's all of them. And the ear wiggle. Oh my gosh, that's all of them. Right at the beginning of the stream. Let's go. I'm thirsty, so this is perfect. Oh, nice. A little stretch. Hi, Porky Dorky, what's up? I hope you had a lovely day. In case you do not know Porky Dorky, I am currently working on Porky Dorky's VTuber model. Oh, I got some good work done on it today. I ran into a scary problem with the physics. Not really that scary, just like a brain puzzle of a problem, but after looking at some numbers in the physics window, it's fine. It's fine. I figured it out. Oh, a little more stretch. A little breathe. Also, hi Keith. How's it going? I was hanging out in your stream earlier while I was doing art. It was quite lovely. I love seeing the perspective you use on your heads. They're so pushed, but in a very nice, like, you have a very good skill of keeping volumes very consistent while pushing expressions. It's very cool. I like it quite a bit. I gotta breathe. Okay. And then the ear wiggles, and we're good. Warms up the face. Honestly, it warms up the face. Bleh. It's fun. Honey, praise me. Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I? There's so much to praise. Between the speed, the line art, the composition, and the coloring, like, there's so much, Kise. There's so much. I'm so excited to see your what would you call it, your OC? No. Like your self representation. I'm very excited to see it. I'm very excited to see it. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be really cool. I like it quite a bit. Honey, how do ear wiggles actually work? What triggers them? Take a guess. I love seeing people guess. It's pretty good. Keys, I'll do my best. You're already doing so much. Your best is gonna be plenty. I'm sure. Eyebrows, good guess. Good guess. You are correct. You are correct. Do you know if Warhammer counts as art? But either way, I'm shy at it. Warhammer does count as art. Like making minis, absolutely. And making the terrains, I could see that. I could see that as art. Courtney K, thank you for the resub. Happy 27 months. Welcome on back. 27 down, many more to come. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And Destin, thank you for the 200 shinies. Oh, good. Now I have some place to put these shinies. Wait, the situation feels familiar, almost like I did it a couple of days ago. Oh well, I must be imagining things. Things tend to repeat themselves, or at least they feel like they do. That's kind of life. That's just kind of life. Sometimes it's a routine with some events that break it up. Randomer, thank you for the resub. Happy 23 months. Welcome on back. 23 months following the best goblin around. Much love for this cute, inspiring, relaxing, funny gob. Here's to many more. Thank you. I may not be as relaxing today because today I have a couple songs that I want to listen to. They're a little bit more intense, and I want to see what kind of art comes out if I listen to intense music. It's been a while because most of the music I've been listening to hasn't been intense. It has been kind of pop and gentle. But what if I listen to some more like dramatic music and energetic music? It could be fun. I don't know. Welcome in. Life sure is funky. Life sure is silly, isn't it? Life's a silly little game, and we're all playing it. And at the same time, it's very much not a game. Don't treat it as a game. You're riding in April, shot down in May. What is that? What does that mean? Do we miss you singing into us? I miss singing as well. The downside of I finally got my humidifier out. The main reason I haven't been singing lately is because it is cold and I have to crank up the heat, and so that makes the air dry in my place. So my throat has not been in the greatest condition. You'll probably notice that a lot of other streamers are not doing a whole bunch of singing stuff during winter. That is usually why. Gemma, thank you for the resub. Happy 43 months. Honey, hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I did. I did have a very nice Thanksgiving. It was pretty chill. I got to hang out with my family and got to relax, and then I got stressed because it's a lot of family. But hey, oh, that just happens. That's just how it be. He's eight. It's pretty fun to let yourself go. You can feel the lines have their own will. Make sure you also stretch regularly to take care of your wrist. I will. That is very important. Taking care of your wrist is so, so important. I cannot stress this enough. I try to take care of it best I can. Even I am not very good at it. Honestly, not very good at it. Oh, it's from Frank Sinatra. Gotcha, Meta. Gotcha. Hi, Be French. Meta, was December 16th the last day till 2025? Yes, the last day. So I'm going to be taking a month-long break mid-December. I'm going to be away from mid-December to probably mid-January. We're just a lot of family to see, taking it easy. I've got a lot of work that I want to do and catch up on, so I figure I should do as much as I can before Christmas hits, and then I take a break, and then I ramp back up by the time January comes to its midpoint. But yeah, the 16th will probably be the last stream. I might do a stream with Gobby on the 18th. We'll see how that goes. Sometimes Christmas gets busy for no reason. Because family. It's not no reason. It's because family. We got a lot of family to host. But yeah. So we have about, let me count. We have, not including this stream, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Only 8 more streams until I'm on break. Dang. Your birthday's 18 days away? It's so close. It's so close. I hope you have something fun planned. You will be missed, honey. Yeah, I'll be back, though. I'll be back. It'll be a lovely time. I have a lot. I cannot stress enough. I always have a lot in the background, but I have a lot planned for 2025 art-wise. I'm very excited for y'all to see the models that I'm working on. It's gonna be so, so good. So, so. I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited. Saw your short stacks drawing study and it was super helpful for a beginner artist like me. Can't watch the stream because it's late for me, but I wish y'all a good day. Might leave this as a nice background noise. Oh, thank you, Spess. Thank you very, very much. I'm glad it was helpful. Man, I might have to do an update to that one because it's been a while and my art style's changed. It's my first stream. What do we do around here? We mostly play Soulsborne games and art. Like, mostly art. That is most of what we do here. Try to keep it fairly chill, relaxed, and, you know, have fun. That's the big one. Just having fun. By the way, let me say thank you. Delphino Durians, thank you for the 100 shinies. And Shode, thank you for the resub. Happy 23 months. Welcome on back. And Bowler Hat Sands, thank you for the resub. Happy 4 months. It's 7:20 for you. Okay, that's not that late. That's not that late. It's only 5:30 for me. And Esgaram, happy 39 months. I hope you're having a lovely December so far. It's 2 days. 2 days into December. We have 1 month until 2025. Think about that. Think about it. 1 month. There's so much work to do. Oh my gosh, but so much fun to be had too. So it's yeah. Yeah. I pretty much until the 16th, probably later actually because I'll be working past the 16th. I'm just going to be in crunch focus mode. I have been for the past 3 weeks where I have just been in crunch focus mode to get as much work done as possible. And so I have not been very good at looking at Discord, specifically because it distracts me. So I've gotten message from friends who are like, "Hey, you want to hang out?" And I'm like, "I've missed all of these messages. Oh gosh." It happens. Zuchi, I don't want to. I don't want to think about time. It's scary sometimes. Yep. Yet it persists, and so do we. As long as you're not burning out. So thankfully, I have been taking care of myself. And very nicely, Gavi has been hanging out with me to make sure I'm not constantly working. So she makes sure that I don't burn out, which is great. She's making sure that I eat constantly too. Speaking of, I have noodles in front of me. I have some noodles in front of me from dinner. Usually don't go to sleep until 1 a.m. anyway, so I'll be here the whole stream, hopefully. Yeah, it shouldn't be too bad. I do plan on streaming for pretty much 3 hours. So, usual stream time. And then I'll be getting some rest. And then tomorrow I wake up and it begins. By it, I mean my usual schedule. On Tuesdays is just a lot of work and hanging out with some friends. It's quite nice. Oh, I'll be joining you in the doodling while streaming. We could be doodle buddies. That'll be fun. Oh, I'm excited. And also be French. Thank you for the 100 shinies. A month without the cute goblin. As long as it's for your health, all good. Yeah. I think more streamers should take an appropriate amount of time off. Minimum a month off. That sounds like a lot of time, but if you think about it, you need time to go out and explore, go out and live more experiences so that you can bring it into your stream and improve your stream. I think it's really important. It's hard to do sometimes because you can feel like the constant need to grind, but that is how you burn out. Besides, it means your audience just gets to take a break. You get to take a break, go outside themselves, and then you come back and we all just get to share what happened. Honey said you'd only stream 3 hours. 6 hours ago. Nuh-uh, don't scare me like that. My perception of time is awful. Awful, awful, awful. You're doing a pineapple gobby? Oh, that ought to be fun, Netta. Ooh, that ought to be fun. I'm excited to see that. What if I paid Honey to teach me to render? I could try to teach you to render for free. No guarantees that I would be good at it. No guarantees. I don't know, man. I could kind of help. I just draw and it make it look good. That's the thing. I am all right at art. I think I'm pretty good at art. But just because you're pretty good at art doesn't mean you'll be a good teacher. Sometimes it's just your artistic eye has improved, and it's hard to translate those skills to someone else who is learning while you yourself are like, oh no, it just looks great, and so I made it do the thing. I don't know, I heard it's some things that's outside apparently. Wouldn't know myself. Things are outside, yeah. Yeah. They're fun. Food's outside. You can go to a cool restaurant. You can go grocery shopping. Tournament gaming. I miss snow. I should be getting snow this year. I don't know if we'll get snow. We might. If we do, it'll mess up our traffic so bad. I cannot even think about it. But also, hello, Gecko. How are you doing? Grass is that a rare drop? I love grass. Grass is lovely. It gives me hay fever. Every time. I gotta eat these noodles before they get cold. My mom was very kind. She saw that I was working really hard. And so she made me like stir-fried noodles. And so I'm gonna try eating these. They're very long. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But I say you're not a good teacher, but you have an Art 101 that was amazingly helpful, and you have given me such amazing advice, you silly. You are a good teacher. Thank you. Sometimes I don't know what I do. Okay. I watched a little short from Brian David Gilbert, and I think the guy from Roll20, Brennan Lee Mulligan, I think it was. And they were talking about how when they stream, they don't remember a lot of what happens. Like a fan will come up to them and go like, "Do you remember in this episode when you said this?" And they're like, "I don't know. I went into a fugue state and then the shooting was over." So I do not recall. That's how I feel like it is with streams. A lot of it is just like stream of consciousness. It's whatever's going through my head at the moment. None of it gets retained. It just happens. That's me every day. That's me every stream, Gecko. Every time. Welcome on in, Cork. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. I made the model myself. I love it. I love watching VTubers eat. It's always so funny. It's fun. It's very fun to see how the tracking picks up eating. I'm lucky I rigged my model so that it knows how to chew. Thank you, Art Gun, for giving tutorials. Oh. Yes, you're a good teacher because not only are you good at doing, you're good at explaining what, how, and why you're doing it. Oh. I'm glad people find it genuinely helpful. Perhaps I would have made a good art teacher. Nah. It could be fun, but I feel like kids would not pay attention to me, and I would be like, I don't know what to do, man. Your tests are like next week. Good luck. Good luck, kiddo. Talk about what percentage of their life is recorded. Weird to think about. Oh, yeah. Thinking about what percentage of your life is recorded is so strange. Like, if you include streams, even if it is a avatar, thinking about how much time I spent and it's recorded, that is quite large. That is quite a large amount. Oh, right. That's the other thing I need to do. My brain just remembered that I have to update my VODs. It's been a couple weeks, so I've fallen behind again. The thumbnails, man. They take a little bit. Yummy. What's gonna happen when Gabi finishes Dark Souls? We're gonna go through the rest of the list, the Dark Souls 2 then road? I think she's played Dark Souls 2. I could be wrong, though. I still haven't played Dark Souls 2. That's actually something I gotta do, and I'm planning on doing in 2025. Is playing Dark Souls 2 and crying. Actually, what if I do it... What if I do it in December? I'm trying to figure out the right time to do it, because I said it would be a 10-hour stream. I don't wanna, but I will. So I just have to figure it out. We love Dark Souls 2. We love Dark Souls 2. Perfect game. No notes. Absolutely no notes. Right? That's what I keep saying to myself. That's what I keep telling myself. Gecko, no. Gecko, damn, I'm so sorry. Rip. Is rough. I do want to try, because here's the thing. I tried it once. Wasn't for me. Maybe if I come at it at a different angle, it will work better. Because maybe I'll appreciate it more if I play with it with a different mindset. Or maybe I will be vindicated and it will be awful and I will be so proven right. What was the cozy game you played called It's Tiny Glade. The full version came out. It is super cool. I wanna play it again. It was extremely fun. Yeah, because that's what I thought too. 10 times, just can't get back into it. It's okay. It's okay. It can't hurt you anymore, Gecko. It'll hurt me. I'll do this for you. I do it for him. Noodles. Mmm. Dark Souls doesn't have a play as Goblin mode? Nah. I did not. Surely the 11th time is the charm. Surely. Surely my brain will be good at it if I keep doing it, right? Right? Wolf, thank you for the hydrate. And Wolf Banner, thank you for the posture check. Ow. It keeps thinking my noodles are my tongue. Hmm. No worries, Meta. What is a fantasy world or anime that show that you think your model would fit in well with? Ooh. That's a tricky one. I don't know. I assume that like most fantasy isekai I could probably fit into. I probably would just seclude myself and never ever talk to anybody because I don't know what people think of goblins. Hmm. Style-wise, my style isn't quite anime though, so I would look a little weird. Even if there were other goblins, I'd probably look like a bit of a freak. Mm. The noodles so low. Yeah. Long noodles. I was reincarnated and my life didn't change at all, continues Art. Wouldn't that be strange? The idea of reincarnation is so interesting to me. Because, like, isn't the original theory that if you're really good, you become a human again? But if you're bad, you'll become like an animal? Or like you're not quite good enough to be a human again? It's interesting. What kind of noodles you have? They are udon stir-fried noodles. My mom made it. She was very nice. When we start drawing, not push to it now. No worries. Probably in another 5-ish minutes. I just want to finish up the bowl of food in me. Imagine magically streaming through an ore. How funny would that be? Would other people watch it on an orb as well? How would it be broadcast? Would you beam it like into your audience's heads while they sleep? That would be kind of funny, actually. Great, well, thank you for the 100 shinies. Slime isekai? The slime? The overpowered slime one? Lord Leon, thank you for the resub. Happy 42 months. Welcome back. And Skippy, thank you for the breathe redeem. Corpse, what do you use for your avatar? A whole bunch of stuff. There's a lot of programs I use. Thank you for that, Meta. Mainly I drew, rigged, and yeah, designed, drew, rigged it myself. Ow. Good posture check. What is Moobot anyways? Moobot is a custom command site for streamers. So you can set specific commands that you want to happen on stream. It's pretty good. Honestly, not too bad. Hi, Alley Cat Games. Do I have a specs command? No, I removed it because my specs are going to be changing. Hopefully. Actually, hopefully not. Hopefully everything is fine. But I want to learn how to make computers. So I'm doing research on how to build a smaller computer that doesn't take up as much space. Specifically so that I can have one computer for 3D rendering and one for stream. I looked into a 2-tower setup. Seems a little too complicated for me, especially for a first build. So I'll probably just go with a simple, like, trash computer. See how it goes. But I can give you some info. I would love that, honestly. Because I want to learn how to build computers from scratch. Well, I guess not from scratch technically, but I want to learn how to assemble a computer so that I can build it how I want and potentially try using Linux on it. I want to see what Linux is like and if it is viable as an artist or even as like a 3D modeler. But there's so much information that I'm trying to learn that I'm getting a little lost in the weeds. That happens. Assembly's super easy. That's what I've heard. I've heard assembling is actually quite easy. It's choosing the parts and making sure the parts work together. That can be the tricky part. One of my cousins was going to help me, except for he's busy. Yeah. He keeps every time I go to the family reunions, not even family reunions, every time I go to like a holiday, I'll hang out with him and he'll be like, "Yeah, I have two junk computers." And I'm like, "Can I take them apart?" He's like, "No." I'm like, come on. I want to learn how a computer works. I don't want to take apart my computer because I need that for work. So I'm at this point I'm just like, okay, I just have to build a computer. So I might try and see if I can build one before I go on break. That would be cool. That would be quite cool. Linux is good if you want to be able to run commands. I kind of wanted to see if it was better than Windows because Windows seems to open real slowly. Like, not that slow, but like there's so much it's trying to open all at once. I kind of want to figure out what the difference is between Linux and Windows instead of just staying with one, you know? Hi, Kaiser. Welcome in. There's one or two steps you got to be careful or we risk damaging the parts, but a lot of them are easy. As far as I've heard, inserting RAM is terrifying. And yes, inserting RAM is terrifying because you have to use so much force. And then there is making sure the motherboard and I think it's CPU. Is it the whatever? I can't remember if it's CPU. I'm pretty sure it's CPU is not damaged when you put it on the motherboard. I think those are the things that people warn you the most about when you're making a computer. I could be wrong. It's the CPU that's scariest. Really easy to bend pins or damage the socket. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, CPU. Because I've seen a lot of I think they're like disgusting computer memes where it's just like someone will take a CPU with all the little bumps and then flatten and smooth it out and everyone's like, "No, don't do that. Please. You're killing it." And I'm just laughing going like, "This is hilarious to me." This is painful, I'm sure. This would kind of be the equivalent of someone messing up their Cintiq, but I would find it really funny. Yeah, the CPU is the only part that I've never installed myself. That thing fragile. I would like to try because for the past couple years I've had to go to a specific computer expert because I needed a very, very powerful computer. Well, it's not super powerful, it's just really good, so that I could render and do models and stream while doing art or playing video games. Excuse me. Whew. But that gets really costly really quickly. It's good if you don't know what you're doing and you don't have time to learn about computers. And since I now have about 4 hours of free time a week, I figured I would start taking up a new hobby. And first it was Blender, and so I have been learning Blender. I'm like averagely versed in, not even average. I am below average skill level in Blender. But that's okay. It's a fun hobby to learn. But now I'm like, one that might actually be really good for me to learn now is how to build a PC. So just learning which parts go with which and making sure they're all compatible is kind of the tricky part that I am on right now. Honey, please take some time for yourself. I will. Gonna make 3D Gobble? I want to try. I have been trying, and the main problem that I'm having is using Unity. Blender is fine. I can open and use Blender fine. Unity is the one that's a little bit trickier. So I'm figuring out how to do it because I don't want to just use it for streams. I would also like to use it in like VR chat because I like the idea of creating 3D worlds and exploring them. That sounds like a really fun thing to do. Use Clip Studio? Yeah, I use Clip Studio. PC takes a ton of research and manufacturers. That's the thing. Yeah. She just loved work too much. I love work. I have been taking some time off for myself. Mainly like I've been making sure to rest, play some video games in my spare time. I have specific video games so that I specific video games I do not play on stream, so that my brain doesn't go, okay, time to turn this into work. It's like, no, no, no. This is for fun. This is for fun. You're not doing this for stream. You're not doing this for content. You are doing this for fun. Alrighty, I'm back with good news about the bread. Ooh, I hope it's good news. PC part bigger. Thank you, Meta. Yeah, I've heard that's a good one. So I'll probably. Ooh, yeah, because I want to. So here's one I actually want to learn how to do, because um if I ever have to travel, like if I go to stay with my cousin for like a month, if I go and see my grandma, I want to be able to do art and potentially stream, or at least have the possibility if I want to. Because the other option that is really cool with a smaller computer is I could potentially do, I don't know if I would do this, but this is something that I would love to learn, is make a small portable PC build so that I can do kitchen and cooking streams or painting streams. Because I wanted to do that currently, but there's not quite enough room on my computer desk. There's some room, but not a whole lot. So if I can learn how to make a small computer build that is portable, and I can uh, put it in a separate part of my place, I can have a craft table so that we can do that. Grandma Goblin Stream 1. Oh, that would be sweet. Grandma would absolutely not understand streaming, but the thing is, she's very curious about technology, and I love her very much. Blender works on drawing tablets? Yeah, I've been using it on my drawing tablet, actually. Also, Breadstick, thank you for the resub. Happy 41 months. Sorry, I got really excited because this is the new thing that my brain really, really focuses on. And I'm so curious. I want to learn how to build computer. Do you replay games you played on stream in your free time? Sometimes, yes. Sometimes, yes. It's quite nice. I have no idea what any of this means. That's okay. That is okay. Anytime I'm at my family gatherings, me and my cousin will talk about PC builds and like VR chat and like VTubing and like the technology behind it, because we both love the technology. But anytime my siblings or my parents or my aunts and uncles try to listen, they're like, I don't get it. There are too many things, too many words you're throwing out that aren't actual words, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. We're so caught up in this particular niche field that it's kind of outside of the realm of what the average person would know. Oh, Tanzel, thank you for the resub. Happy 38 months. And Lord Leon, thank you for the resub. Happy 42 months. And Grey Wolf, thank you for the 100 shinies. Like seeing a cutie. Well, me too. It's nice to eat. Well, Dicko, we've been trying for a long time. She just loved work too much. You know, I know you do. You workaholic. Yeah. Yeah. Ooh, for mini PCs. Thank you, Meta. But yeah, because I want to. So what I want to do is I want to get a. I want to make a. See how small I can make a computer. If I can make a computer that I can take on a plane with me, that would be insanely cool. And if it was strong enough to run, that could be extremely fun to make. What would some advice be for new VTubers tech-wise, software and hardware? Make sure that your computer can run heavy games and OBS. So I would recommend a minimum 30, I think it's 32 gigs of RAM. Make sure you have a good, what's the word for it? I think you need a good processor. You are going to be running so many programs at once that are quite heavy. OBS will usually take up about 40%, I think, of your processing power. The other VTuber equipment, depending on what camera you're using, can also be quite heavy. Tech-wise, you can stream with a webcam, especially if you have an NVIDIA driver, because you can do some very accurate tracking with it. But the best camera currently is the iPhone or iPad Fit 10 or newer. If you don't have one of those, use a webcam. Absolutely fine to do that. PC-wise, just make sure that your computer can run multiple games. Yeah. Yeah, because VTube Studio, VBridger, those two are games. OBS, not a game, but it's an application, or I guess program. Actually, I don't know the difference. And any other game on top of that. So you're going to be running 4 very heavy things just for your PC alone. Good luck. Technically, the smallest computer ever was a small Gear Enterprise. technically what we're counting as a computer is different than a PC, I guess. But yeah, you're right. I've been watching your streams while I'm on break from work. Oh, thank you, Corpse. I hope you've been enjoying it. But yeah, Rototype. I would recommend before you even get into tech, find a design you like. Just use a PNG VTuber. Just use a PNG tuber, test it out, see if you like streaming first. Go from there. Endless. The smaller the machine, the way more difficult it is to build. Best suggestion: start with a mid-tower case. ITX cases, even for vets of building, can be incredibly frustrating to work with. Oh, okay. Interesting. Camila, thank you for the earwiggles. And also Gray will thank for the 200 shinies. Lupine has for the winter season warm turkey potato cranberry sandwich with honey tea. Oh, Thanksgiving sandwich. That sounds so good. Should look at remote desktop if you need a computer over distance. Might be an alternative for lugging a computer around. Yes, I have actually used that before. I forget how to set it up. Also, most of the computers over at my family's houses that they allow me to use are not very strong. They're not particularly comfortable to use. They also are not dual monitors. I am like the only one in my family that has a dual monitor, except maybe my one cousin who knows about VTubing and VR chat. So, yeah. Is it common for VTubers to be running their VTubing stuff on separate PC and gaming on another one? So some people have a dual tower setup. As far as I understand, what a dual tower setup is, the I think it's GPU is in a separate tower, and the main programs are in the main tower. So basically, it's just offloading the actual hard work onto a separate computer and running the main stuff on the main computer. That is one option, but I run everything on one PC. So I try to make sure it's all balanced and is not too heavy. That's why I don't usually play really realistic games. A, it doesn't really interest me that much. B, it'd be way too much for my computer. So yeah. The size cases are in the stream monitor chat for you to see. Thank you, Meta. Okay, we'll do this and then I'll get into art. We have hit the new hyperfixation. Let's go. There we go. Oh. See, a mini ITX case would be so cool because I could just put that in my bag and hop on a plane. But a micro ATX is probably the smallest I should try to build. If anything, I should probably just go for a mid tower for my first one. That's probably the best idea. You can stream to Switch from a Steam Deck. I don't think I would recommend it because the Steam Deck is going to be working way too hard. Anyway, I'm looking how to get some custom batteries and parts to run higher specs and smaller scale because higher processes need more power. Hence the bigger battery, but then I have to allow the PC setting to allow performance settings without restrictions. To be able to do that, I might, but it's also expensive for traditional PC, so I thought I might have to make one and get one made. Yeah, I want to learn how to make them so that I don't have to worry about bringing it into a shop every time something goes wrong. I want to understand what I have in my house so that I can fix it better and I am less susceptible to price gouging in terms of like fixing services, you know? I wanted to become a car mechanic for a while, actually. The downside is one of my cousins is a car mechanic, and he just says like, yeah, everything's going chip based. It sucks. Like some old cars are fine, but because chips are becoming such a common thing, it's harder to learn more about car mechanics. And so I was like, okay, well, I guess I won't go into that for now, but I still want to learn. Still pickle. If I were to become a streamer, I feel like a PNG would be nicer than a model for me because I'd have OCD and often talk under my breath. So I don't want people seeing my mouth move constantly while I'm trying to block out invasive thoughts. Absolutely fair. Everyone's got their own reasons, yeah? Also, hi Zoran, how's it going? Zap, I have 2 monitors, but I'm thinking about getting a 3rd for Christmas. Do you think it'd be worth it? Depends on what you're using the monitors for, honestly. Because some streamers do have a triple monitor setup. I only have 2 because one is a monitor and one is a Cintiq. I specifically want one so I can have reference, Discord, emails on one and art on the other. So when I stream, I have art on one and then everything else on the other one. A 3rd monitor would be okay. Sometimes, if your computer is not set up properly, it can lead to problems. specifically with applications and opening. Like Live 2D sometimes gets a little finicky with 3 monitors because sometimes windows will open, but they will open nowhere. You won't be able to find them. But if there's 2 monitors, it's fine. It understands pretty easily. Oh, do you have my monitor? Honey, do you have a throne? No, I do have a throne, but here's the thing. I have limited amount of desk space. I have a fairly large desk, but I have 1 monitor to my left, and I have a Cintiq in front of me. I feel like any more than that, and I will just be overloaded with information. There will be way too much going on. And so it's better for me to have 1 for work, 1 for references or anything I'm looking for. 3 would, for me, might be a bit overwhelming. 3 for other people, I absolutely understand. Some people love to have a lot of information all at once, especially for streams. I absolutely understand if you need it for streams, or you're doing like coding, or even like working in Blender and you need multiple monitors. Absolutely understand. I feel like for me though, it would be more trouble than it's worth. Did you get your new desk? No, my desk is perfectly fine. It is a lovely standing desk that adjusts up and down so that I don't worry about my posture. It's great. It's good for me. Whew, let me take a little sip of water. Roth, could you put the Cintiq on an extended arm? Yeah, I could. Yeah, I could. But I don't want to. I have it on the all fours leverage sorta contraption. It's good. Your motherboard is what limits the capabilities of your setup. If its sockets type match what you want, video card, RAM, CPU, then you should be fine building your own. Have fun. Thank you, Ferving. That's actually good to know. I'm still learning, so I'm learning before I start doing purchases. I think it'll be fun. It'll be a good time. I have 1 main monitor, my second monitor, and my drawing tablet, and I want a 3rd monitor for miscellaneous things. Wow. Okay. Okay. Interesting. It's interesting seeing what everyone's setups are, huh? Dill Pickle, thank you for the posture check. All right, let's get into art. We can continue this conversation as we're doing art, because like I'm curious what y'all's setups are. Genuinely, quite curious. All right, art. There we go. We're gonna take it nice and easy today. We're chilling, keeping it cool. I'm gonna scooch down a little bit. There we go. Excuse me. These are some nice little poses that are about 3-minute poses. Probably not going to start with 3-minute poses quite yet. I'm gonna just do some warm-ups, and we're gonna see how it goes with the music today. Romero, don't mind me asking, where are you learning all of this? Like the computer stuff? Just generally online. I'm doing a bunch of research. Otherwise, it's usually from experience. But like, again, my information is not the gold standard. It is not, I am not infallible. I can be wrong. I can absolutely be wrong all the time. Plan to delve into Unity VR chat development, so 1 monitor for each Visual Studio, Unity, and VR chat would be helpful. True, that could be good actually. Reaper, thank you for the reset. Happy 39 months. Has any of the Goose built their own PC? I don't think so. I think some have replaced parts. I don't know if any of them have built a PC from scratch, like from pieces. I'd have to check. It's one of those things that I'm super curious about. I want to give it a try. I set up his laptop on top of books with a fan behind it since my actual gaming desktop was vandalized by my former roommate while his brain was in the clouds and some stuff. That's rough, buddy. I hope you get a better setup soon. Oh yeah, top right. Being a little silly little guy. And then murder. I do love this one. This pose is extremely fun. Hi, Babboog. How's it going? These are fun, good gestures. Yeah! I'm so excited. I'm so excited to do more art. I'm going to keep it pretty relaxed today. I have no real art plans. So we're just going to listen to some music, vibe, take it nice and slow. My brain is a little tired from all the work I've been doing today, so we're gonna just do kind of cool down, relaxing art. So let me pull up the most relaxing music I can think of. There we go. Quality vibes. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. Let me just make sure that y'all can hear the music and it's not too quiet or too loud. There we go. You're drawing VR? No, I haven't played VR chat in a while. I do want to try again. I think it could be fun. There we go. Let me know if this is too loud or too quiet. It starts out a little quiet, but it should get a little louder. Excuse me. I'll turn it up a little bit for y'all. A little quiet? There we go. Thank you, Johnny. Got any tips for digital artists? Keep practicing traditional in paper. There we go. Thank you, Johnny. For the most part, if you are starting digital art, don't worry about the pen feeling off. Arcane OST? Not all of it. I really just wanted to listen to Hellfire 333. It took me about, I think it was a year to really get used to the Cintiq. That's a long time, mind you. A year is a long time, but it was good practice. Constantly doing it every day for 2-ish years, maybe. I did get better. I didn't notice when I completely mastered it, because I don't think I have, but I certainly got better. I feel like drawing this makes me want to draw like cheeky art. Our beloved, good song. I might be back, but I hope y'all have a good stream. Yeah, take it easy. Almost forgot to mention the bread I made was based on your recipe suggestions. Oh, how'd it go? How did it go? Also, take it easy, Owl. I want to draw something really cheeky and smug with this music. It's funny, I think I labeled this stream Chill Art Stream, and I'm listening to Hellfire. Meta, BRB, grab dinner. Have a good dinner. I'll catch you in a sec, Meta. Rex, how you doing? I just got done watching Red Claw's stream. We were watching the epic musical. Lovely. I just got done watching Red Claw's stream, watching epic musical animatics. I love the animatics. This specifically, there's a new one that just came out a day ago for Dangerous. So good. I don't remember the artists. Actually, no, wait. I sent it to Gabi. It is by Ziru. Or Zairu. Very good. Very good. Is it ever too late to start learning how to draw? Nope. Never. There are no times in your life where it is too late to start learning something. The sooner you start, the better you will get at it. So, why not start now? I don't know. I feel like if someone says it's too late to learn something, they've given up before they've already tried, you know? So I feel like if someone is just saying, oh, it's too late for you to learn how to draw or too late for you to try to pursue this hobby, why are they telling you that, you know? What's the point of saying, nah, you shouldn't do something that you potentially enjoy, you know? It just sounds like someone who would say that to discourage you because they were discouraged. Some people may see it as like, oh, I'm trying to save you from feeling hurt, but they can't really stop you from doing that, you know? Arcane soundtrack is legit 10 out of 10. Been listening to repeat ever since it came out. The first season was really good. The second season is not bad. There are some songs that are really good, but honestly, there are some that are very good. Yeah. Even if you can't physically engage in something too, that doesn't mean you can't interact with it at all. Yeah. Let's see. Probably want to. Also, I have no idea who this character is. I'm just drawing someone. I don't know who this person is. You ever do that where you just draw a random person? It's just like, is this an OC? Maybe? I don't know. Actually, I wanna get like a cool shaved side. I want to adjust the proportions for this. There we go. That looks a bit better. Oh no, League has entered my YouTube recommendeds. Shoot. Thank you, random user. Those are some interesting Blender artists for sure. I've heard of a couple of those. Most negative folks will tear down other folks because it's easier than building yourself up. I think something that there's a couple of aspects to that where I'm like, yeah, don't take advice from someone who you would never go to advice for, you know? Where it's like, some people will be just mean to you for no reason and discourage you from trying something cool for really no reason. But sometimes people think that because art can make you feel really frustrated and sad with your skills, that it is something to be avoided. I find that people who are very interested in growing and challenging those feelings are the ones that experience the most satisfaction afterwards. Like, I get frustrated with my art all the time. It is constant. I'm constantly frustrated that it never quite turns out the way I want it to in my head. And that's okay. Just kind of go with it and see what comes out. But experiencing that frustration doesn't mean I should necessarily like think that, oh, I am not good enough to do art. It's like, no. Interrogate that. Think about why you might not feel like you're good enough at art. Why do you have to be good at art? Why do you have to be good at something for it to be worth doing, you know? Do you have to be good at cooking to for it to be worth eating? No, you gotta eat. Do you have to have done something to deserve feeling happy or watch a movie or enjoy a piece of content? No. Frustrating situations means there's something you can improve, and I think that's awesome. It's awesome knowing you can grow. Yeah. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? One sec. I forgot to turn on my humidifier. It's right next to me, so it's not far. There we go. We're just gonna let that run. There we go. Okay, it's like a third full. That's good. Thank you for the hydrate, Zora. Excuse me. That motivates me to try art again, as I might try studying that on the side of studying cooking I'm doing. Been doing a lot of my own stuff since I'm not doing college anymore, at least for now. Nice. Humidifier or dehumidifier? Humidifier. Because the cold air and turning on the heat to keep warm, the air is quite dry. So that's why I haven't been singing very often, is because it's way too harsh on my throat. To the point where I try to sing nowadays and it notes just don't come out. What's a hairstyle that I haven't done in a while? I haven't tried braids in a while. Braids are hard to draw, honestly. I struggle with them quite a bit. I can still sing, but I'm coughing frequently due to the furnace. Yep, air is just too dry right now. Ukur Nomad, thank you for the resub. Happy 2 months, welcome back. Hope it's still possible a cup of coffee for what it is, about $1. I hope so, that'd be cool. Hi, chat Meston. You don't even have to be good at art to make money on it. Just look at Jackson Pollock. Bro was paid by Cold War projects, and his art really didn't sell until it started to reach the Soviet bloc. I don't know who Jason Pollock is. Wait, no, I do. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Sounds extremely... Okay, yeah, it is the guy I'm thinking of. It's the splatter and twist artist. I do find his art interesting, but every time I look at it, I'm like, my brain would want to correct, simplify it. There's so many different textures. My brain's like, there's too many textures. I want to smooth this out. But that's not the art style. Yeah, the splatter guy. I'm just drawing faces right now. It's kind of a different kind of warm up. Welcome back, Beef French. I have a pose in my brain and I want to try to get it out. Shimron, thank you for the resub. Happy 3 months. Welcome on back. Happy December. And Zero, thank you for the breathe redeem. Little stretch. Also, Wood Kid, let's go. Zora, I've been meaning to start drawing for the past few years, and I have every now and again, but it's never stuck, despite me really wanting to pursue a drawing and wanting to draw comics and draw what I have, draw what I have in my head. Have you ever dealt with something like that or something similar? How do you deal with it? So, from what I am understanding is the habit has not stuck. That is a bit tricky. Comics especially are very difficult. There's many things that can make it feel like it's not working out. One of them is like you might be comparing your work to other people's unconsciously. You might not like the compositions you have. And that might just be due to inexperience. You might be thinking of what's in your brain and upset that it's not showing up the way you want. Which does happen. It can be very frustrating when it's like that. But part of the process is working through that and sometimes accepting what comes out rather than what you want it to be. That can be tricky sometimes. But in terms of motivation, draw something that makes you happy. It doesn't necessarily be what you want to draw. Draw something that makes you happy every once in a while. That usually helps. because you want to reward yourself for doing something that is hard, which is art. You don't always want to force yourself to constantly learn and grind and get good at something. You want to enjoy it, enjoy the expression, enjoy the line art, enjoy your character design. Think of your comfort character doing something cute and fun or doing something tragic and sad that makes them feel very emotional. Any one of these can be ways to reward your brain for doing something difficult. And by rewarding it, it incentivizes your brain to keep doing it. Even if you are not doing comics or doing things that will improve your art, you will instead be improving your habit of drawing. I don't know if that's quite what your question was. I do hope that's helpful, though. Also, welcome on in, Raiders. Hi, Second Black. How was your stream? How was Endless Zone Zero? I hope you had a fun time. Anarchy Raid, welcome in. My name is Honey. It's a pleasure to meet all y'all. We're just chilling right now. I'm kind of drawing some very, very fun expressions. We just started, so it's not a huge thing. Trying to decide what I want to do with this. Like, here's the thing. I have no plan for this drawing. I'm just going with whatever my brain wants. And sometimes my brain doesn't want logical things. Sometimes my brain, it goes with what it sees rather than what it wants. Good, it was fun. Oh, good, I'm glad. Hi, Yordle the Animator, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day. The splatter guy got most of his money from intelligence agencies. In fact, that's how many Western artist institutions got their funding during the Cold War, because it was easy to get exhibitions and institutes into communist territories. Oh, and use them as intelligence hubs. Meaning the Cold War is what bolstered the art market in the West into the monolith it is today. Oh. Interesting. I did not know that. Taking a break from Bendy, Dark Revival, because I nearly suffered a heart attack. Oh no. Figured a wonderful goblin you could soothe the nerves. Yeah, we're taking it easy. Ooh, my brain's saying, like, maybe I'll draw one of my favorite types of tieflings. So this is I think it's a 4th edition tiefling. I love the when tieflings' horns, like, are part of their eyebrows. Something about that is so fun to me. It makes it way more interesting design-wise. Wish I could draw, just never had the touch. Got into glass blowing instead. So that's really cool, Endless. That is extremely cool. I've already listened to Ashes and Blood. Wood Kid, get over here. Bring the good stuff, Wood Kid. Iron's pretty good. I've been thinking a lot about my art lately in terms of my style and what I want to do with it. I'm sort of in a position of having been doodling and detailing monsters before the age when I learned sketching was a thing, so perspective and anatomical posing are incredibly difficult for me. My eye for certain types of textures or feature details seems to be better than some artists. That's cool, though. You get your own style out of that. Is that you in an oversized hoodie? I thought about that, but then my brain went, make it a tiefling. So I think it's kind of shifting into one of my comfort tiefling characters. So maybe I'll just draw him. Oh gosh, it's been so long since I've drawn him. One sec. I've been busy. I haven't given my comfort characters much much love recently. Comfort tieflings. Yeah. There we go. This is looking more like him. I kind of mixed him with a bat when I drew him. I was like, what if I gave him like bat-like features? How fun would that be? And here we are. He's got the long bangs. There we go. That feature's a great idea. Yeah, I figured it'd be fun. I originally designed him. Well, I guess I kept the design, but I designed him to be blind. I thought it would be interesting to have a tiefling character because their eyes always look kind of cloudy, and they don't usually have pupils. But I figured, how would it work if a tiefling was blind? Like, how would people be able to tell? You know? So I thought about it, and it was curious. It was a fun thought experiment. Like, how would a blind character navigate in D&D? What would the world of accessibility look like in the world of D&D? Let's shift his head up a little bit. Fine. I've been lurking ever since Tiny Paint threw their stream over here, but I want to say I love your vibes, and your VTuber is probably one of the cutest I've ever seen. Oh, thank you. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you very much. It looks nothing like Stolas, but I'm getting sort of vibe for some reason. Okay, I can kind of see that. What are some exercises to help my hand just be less tense when drawing? I cannot press lightly for the life of me, and my hand tenses up when using a pen or pencil in general. So, Sack and Black, you might actually want to be really careful. If you can, I recommend seeing a physiotherapist for your wrist. Generally, just making sure you do child's pose, stretch out your shoulders, and your entire arm would be really good, and your lower back as well, because a lot of the times arm problems come from posture. Not always, of course. But if you find that your hands are too tight and you cannot put pressure on them, hot and cold ice baths, about, I think it's like 5 minutes in cold, 5 minutes in warm to hot water, and do that for 3 to 5 times. And you keep it in there for, I think, 5 minutes. I could be wrong though. But yeah, and make sure you're stretching your shoulders. So child's pose, big stretches of the arms in front and the sides of the body. You'll be able to feel it. Don't push it. If you feel that your hand is tense, just put the pen down. Sushi, I feel responsible to answer what song it is whenever someone uses the music command, but I don't always get it. Fair. Right now I'm just listening to Wood Kids music. Music. Did it happen to you that you suddenly feel like your body forgot how to draw? Lately, I can't avoid feeling I can't draw heads the way I used to, so I prefer to ask you before my confidence gets shattered myself. Yeah, absolutely, that happens. Like, sometimes your brain is just trying to figure things out. Like, look at the shapes of the heads here versus down here. My brain is practicing. It is warming up. It will not always get it right. But it happens sometimes where your brain kind of forgets how to draw things, and that is okay. Sometimes it is your body is trying to catch up to your brain, because your brain can see things that your body cannot react to. And so it's a learning experience. It is literally your body is learning to catch up with your brain sometimes. And sometimes it's a different kind of burnout. So go easy on yourself. Take a little rest. Don't push it. Just take it easy. I also really need to get a digital art drawing thing, and I'm probably going to go with Clip Studio Paint. Hopefully get this Christmas fully instead of a free trial. Yeah, there's sometimes it goes on sale, I think, like 4 times a year, and I think you can get the Clip Studio Paint Pro for about $25. It's good. I would recommend it. Yeah, I got Pro. Very fun from the times I've used it. Yeah, there's not a huge difference between Pro and EX unless you are animating. That's really the biggest difference I can find. And like the liquify tool. That's the other one. For some reason, I feel like I drew him very young. He's a little too pretty boy here. He's supposed to be a little bit like, I guess, more square jawed. I like having the textures on the horns. It's fun. There we go, something like that. It's been a while since I've drawn him. I think the neck needs to be a little thicker. Maybe like that. And the shoulder muscles. Something like that, maybe? It's been a bit. I think I drew him a little too scrawny. He's supposed to be a little heavier. He's all skin and bones, this one. A little less pretty boy, a little more scrungly child. Yeah, well, his body type... Let me try drawing his body type. It's been a while. His body type is a little bit more, like, realistic. It was kind of one of my attempts to draw a bit more of a common body type that was masculine. Where it's like, instead of them being very thin here, I gave him more of a tummy. Because I wanted to practice it. Something like that. Let's see, with the rib cage, it actually goes like this. Clavicle. Cubby. I feel like that's something I want to practice way more, is I want to practice drawing Tumby better. The downside is for me, so I don't actually have very good reference for it because my body type is like a runner's body type. It's thinner. So that limits me in terms of like drawing more soft, squishy characters. So that's something I do want to practice a lot more. And so this was one of my attempts to try to get that going. Also, Symboli Rudolph, happy 42 months, welcome back. And I am Misery, thank you for the posture check. Stretch. Ooh, this is a song. 40 Web Pilots. If they had a guitarist. There we go. I like this song better with the guitar. I used to listen to a lot of 21 Pilots when they first started coming out. It was like one of the few things I was allowed to play at the cafe that wasn't just like smooth cafe jazz 24/7. And I was like, gosh, I just need something else. Let's see, we got pectorals. Jazz. Here's the thing. I don't mind jazz. It's fine. Like, I like it sometimes. But when you work in a cafe, you get tired of it after the second month. All my surroundings twisting the kaleidoscope behind both of my eyes. Now beyond Narnia. Let's see, the hip bones here. Hip bones are funny. They look like butterflies. Like, that's just how you can draw them. And then they have the legs here. And that's the femur. And it's about as long as the torso, usually. Then you have the kneecaps. Thigh muscles are funny. You are surrounding all my surroundings, sounding down the mountain range of my left side brain. You are surrounding all my surroundings, twisting the kaleidoscope behind both of my eyes. Something like that. I wanted to draw a body type that was not just like the usual triangle body types I was drawing. I think the pelvis needs to go lower, actually. There we go. Something like that. Now, drawing a body straight on is extremely difficult because it never looks right. Usually what you want to do is you want to rotate the spine. So let me try doing that. Let me find a quick picture, actually. Life drawing model twisting torso. Managed to scarf down some food. Nice! But it's spooky time shift. Off to work. Have a lovely stream, honey. Chat might lurk if I don't talk to anybody at work. No worries, Aaron. Have a good shift. I hope it goes well. Actually, don't look up that. My brain went nude figure drawing, and I was like, wait a minute. I can't showcase that on Twitch. Figure drawing male torso. I don't want the drawings. I want, like, the actual, model? Not a whole lot. Is anatomy forbidden on Twitch? You would think so. Oh, here's a good one. Okay. This'll do. Let me grab copy image. There we go. So, anatomy is much easier to draw when you can twist the torso. So drawing a straight-on figure is really difficult. It's way easier to draw torso twisting. So, or not a torso twisting, the spine moving. So let me give an example here. This is I miss figure drawing so much. I love it so much, but it's been so long. You can draw naked people as long as there's no bits and as long as it's not being used as an avatar. Oh, didn't know that. But yeah, just looking at how the spine is going here. It's curving. We have the spine here that is also curving very gently. We have this spine, which is still curving a little bit. We have the contrapost of the shoulders and hips. These hips are very flat. However, the shoulders are adding a nice amount of motion here. Same thing here. All of these have nearly the same curves, and yet they are such different poses. It's very nice. Also, this model is extremely muscular, and so the pros of having a really toned model is that you can see the anatomy underneath it. However, the tricky part is, oh, I banged my elbow. The tricky part of it is that this is not the standard body type. This is, like, often touted as an ideal, but it's not really realistic. So a more realistic model would probably be, let me find them. Stop showing me just the rip ones. No, show me the realistic ones. Here's one, actually. This is more, so when you go to a life drawing class, these are more of the models that you may see. So it's this one. It's not the rip guy that's sitting there. It is more often than not a guy who is retired and has time to be in life drawing class. And this is really good for reference. This is really, really good to learn, because if you just learned the really muscular anatomy, fellas, then you're not really going to be able to learn how to capture the full human form with all of its intricacies. You're going to really understand one type and the musculature underneath it, but learning how fat folds and goes on and how skin ages is really important with art. And more often than not, it is a skill that is quite often overlooked when people are learning online. So if you're thinking of getting into life drawing and you're not sure where to start, I would recommend just looking at a bunch of different body types and trying to capture them all, you know? Also, hello, Manny. Wait, is Manny not there? Did y'all trick me? Oh, there's Manny. I'm debuff and realist. Oh, true. Manny is very strong. We don't mess with Manny. Hello, I love you. I love you. I hope you're doing good. Manny and I have been exchanging some epic musical animatics recently. It's very fun. Zuchi, yeah, not realistic at all. We can't all be rich enough to afford a sitting cube to sit on. Are you allowed to draw bulge? I don't know. I haven't tested it. It's not particularly something that I focus on when I do art. So one of the things, interestingly, you'll find with older models, and this is fairly common, is they don't often twist their torso very long. So stop listening to on the line. Too many of y'all have gotten into my playlist. Get out of here. Get out of here. Artie, thank you for the hydrate. And Rick, thank you for the ear wiggles. Many, I'm alive and not as dehydrated, which is a huge plus. That's good. I gotta hydrate more too, for real. It's so important and so easy to forget. I can 100% see Many going, alright, chat. Let's go to Honey's chat and pretend I'm there. That seems like something that Many could do. But like something with older models is they don't often twist their spine as much. Part of that is getting old. It's harder to twist your spine unless you keep up with it. So that's a good reason to keep doing exercise, keep twisting, keep getting flexible. It's good for you. You don't want to have to always have straight posture. I'm just going to draw a pose from my brain because I have an idea. Again, just like with this one, I have an idea in my brain. I forgot to mention this is an OC of mine. I just call him Reyes. He's silly. It's been so long since I've drawn him. Oh gosh. Let's see. How does this pose work in my brain? So another thing that you can do to help a pose get from out of your brain onto paper is do it yourself and take a picture. Probably something like this for the spine. Also, Alu Dingus, how's it going? Good evening. I'm trying to get this pose out of my brain onto paper. I'm trying to draw an old OC of mine and see if I can get poses from my brain out. It's hard. He said he's blind. Does he act like Toph with the jokes? Yes, absolutely. He got a good sense of humor. I kind of designed him to be a very smug-looking tiefling so that I could have fun with it and see how much of a character, how much character expression I could put into just bodies. Because I assume that if someone is blind, now this is something that might not be true. If someone is blind, like born blind, do they have the same facial expressions as us? Do they have the same way of making their face react to indicate emotion? And if they don't, how do they compensate for that? Do they worry about vocal inflection? Do they try to show it with physical touch? Like, it's a curious thing. Oh, Manny, you have this answer. Okay, cool. Listen, Manny's got the answer. We listening. Smug tiefling, so a tiefling. Yes, absolutely. You said it's important to see that old body as a reference and understand how fat works, or did you hear wrong? Yes, absolutely. Yes, learn how fat works and how different body types and different ages fold and bend and contort. It's important. Manny's gonna take me a bit to write it out and make it concise, but give me a sec. No worries. Absolutely no worries. You take your time, Manny. I'm gonna keep drawing. This pose doesn't really have anything clear going for it. It's not quite what I was looking for. See, drawing without reference is hard. I have no reference for this pose in my brain except for myself. How am I gonna do this pose? I'm trying to do it right now. Okay, yeah. Wait, how does the neck? So it's contrapustin like this. Okay, gotcha. Also, Artie, I'm so sorry if I missed your message about the bread. I remember you were making bread. Don't think I ever did body types when I was doing anatomy community class online. Yeah, they do typically go with a couple body types that are appealing to look at, but perhaps don't teach you everything. Wasn't Dark Salad offered to pose? Thank you, Dingy. I feel like Dingus would make a good model, honestly. No, that it would go like this. Oh gosh, how do I contort the body? Oh gosh. See, if you're working without reference, it is difficult. There we go. Many. Long story short is yes, there have been tons of study on how facial expressions are generally an innate development, which is why it is similar to a universal language and how animals are better at reasoning those expressions becoming domesticated. Oh. So, for context for those who are just joining, I was talking about how this character I'm drawing, he's an OC of mine and he is blind. And I wasn't sure if blind people who are born blind, if their faces react the same way people with visions do. In that, do they have the same expression when they're happy, sad? Is it a learned thing? Is it an innate thing? And many answer the question, which it is innate, which is really fascinating. It's really cool to see. So, question answered. Facial expressions are often an innate universal language. Very fascinating, actually. Thanks, but thank you, homie. I think you would too. Thank you. There we go. Yeah, this is okay. This is the pose is coming good now. All right, good. Reyes is one of those characters which I designed to be extremely smug constantly. Classic old style tiefling. You would never be smug. I would never be so smug? What do you mean? Me? Smug? No way. Definitely how your inner smugness manifested into a character. Listen, I have a type, um, and I draw it quite frequently, and it means that I have to pose quite often to make these characters come to life, and I'm like, I've learned how to be smug. Almost guarantee. If there is a soft nerd like Abe, honey, fall in love. If there is a smug, fun character, honey, also fall in love. Very, very simple. Very simple. Very easy to understand. Here's a question. Is he actually blind, meaning he cannot see or has to go without seeing? Don't get me wrong, I love Toph, I love Daredevil, but I think too many blind characters get out of the effective blindness free card. Yeah, so I thought about that and I'm not sure. There's a bunch of different kinds of blindness. Because technically, if you were legally blind, that doesn't mean you don't see anything. There are different types of blind. And I haven't really decided which ones. So, something to think about. Many. You can learn them. People who have limited empathy or ability to read those expressions can learn to associate expressions with feelings, but sometimes those wires can get crossed a bit, which is where we get the inability to read a room can come from. Ah. Okay, that's cool. Thing is, you got exquisite taste. Thank you. Oh, a secret third option. Sad, wet, pathetic, meow meow. Listen, listen. I'm right. You can't tell me I'm not right. I'm looking at Peter B. Parker from Spider-Verse. Listen. You can't tell me he's not cute. You can't tell me he's not cute. I'm right. Say it. Say I'm right. He's not cute? Phoenix Factor, reevaluate your tastes. Look in the mirror and be honest with yourself. Stingray, no, you're left, not right. How many people get that wrong? I mixed it up. Many. Sometimes the overactivation of the frontal lobe, such as with ADHD and autism, can cause people to pick up more or less on the micro expressions instead of the basic expressions. Oh! And depending on how those get interpreted, can cause overthinking and general miscommunication. Oh! Interesting. Huh. Actually, that's quite interesting. That is fascinating, Manny. Keep talking. Manny, I'm getting a PhD in neuroscience. Yeah, Manny, so for context, Manny is a genius. Um, Manny's getting a PhD in neuroscience. So if anyone knows anything about the brain, it's Manny. Manny knows about the brain, which is fascinating. There's so much in there. Huh. Man, I could do this for hours and you know it. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely could. Speaking of smug characters, anytime I draw Manny, I'm just like, smug. Smug, pretty little. Pretty little lady. I love drawing my friends. I'm better alone. I am not a mother, I'm a problem. I am not a legend, I'm a fraud. Keep your heart, cause I already got one. I am not a woman, I'm a guy. I am not a mother, I'm a problem. I am not a legend, I'm a fraud. Keep your heart, cause I already got one. Many, I'm the smug science team? Absolutely. Absolutely. As you should be. The one difficulty I have with drawing Reyes is, like, the hands are different than my hands, so I have to let my brain actually think. This song's a little sad. Easier than lying. Let's go. Draw with friends together. That'd be hard. Listen, I'm struggling to draw one OC right now. We won't delete these ones. Oh. Dang it. Excuse me. I got hiccups. No! I wanted to do just like a smug, showing off face pose. The head seems to lose volume up here. I kind of want to fix that. The head shape is closer though. This is a little too this one he's a little too soft looking. I gotta find the old reference I did of Reyes. He's one of my favorite characters to draw because he's so fucking stupid and smug. Alright, I'm dropping this pose. It's taking too long to draw. Zuchi, this would explain why, after spending decades learning how to read people normally as an autistic person, I can now often read people better than my friends. Manny says 100%, and learning how to mask is also a skill that comes with this. Being able to wait to show emotions until you are ready for or comfortable is a lot more useful to people than it is to giving credit. Huh. How about a save for your progress bar? Hi, Johnny. Yeah. Save. I want to get better at drawing my OCs. Losing you is easier than lying to myself that you love me. Losing you is easier than lying to myself that you love me. Losing you is easier than lying to myself that you love me. Losing you is easier than lying to myself. I just realized like he looks like Batman. Not like actually, but because he's bat designed. He's got like a similar silhouette. I'm like, oh dang it. Nuh-uh. Undo that. Undo that thought, actually. Put that one back. I don't want that one. Hi, Red Nerds. What's up? Voice is beautiful. Thank you. It's really rough right now. Uh, due to just the cold weather and me turning up the heat to stay warm, my voice is not able to sing like it usually can, so I'm only doing very light singing. And lying to myself that you love me. Losing you is easier than lying. Hi, Gradle. What's up? Alrighty, in case anyone asks, I'm saying it. Well, let's just say it's kind of family member you don't want to invite to movies. I didn't know that. I don't know what's going on. I forgot that uh someone called Dingus a little meow meow. That's funny. That's kind of funny. Go, Lisa. I want to ask you a question. Ask away. I've been too caught up in the moment. It's fun having eyebrows be horns. Something about that design-wise is challenging, and I like it. Little gremlin. Look at this little guy. Thanks for the posture chicken breeze, Zindel. I want some water. Why does it keep happening? It keeps sending me out of Twitch to another app. Oh, I don't know why it's doing that. Honey, what kind of doodad or gizmo do you collect? Shiny things. So baby rocks. Let's see, the hair bangs would start around here. I like the bangs in front. But I don't want them to completely cover the face. I remember I designed him a girlfriend. She was cute. I gotta draw her again. She was fun. Stop playing the lighthouse. Is the blind boy a good guy or a bad guy? Probably a good guy, honestly. I'm a fan of bad guys that are designed like bad guys but are actually good guys. Something about that's fun to me. They're more interesting. You got long hair, need a haircut constantly. Mais aussi, encore des adversaires. Puis moi, le pire c'est toi et moi. Si tu écoutes encore ma voix, oublie-moi. Le pire c'est toi et moi. Pourquoi ton prénom me blesse? On se cache juste dans l'espace. C'est une émotion pour la haine ou la douceur. Quand on entend ton prénom, ce n'est pas dit, ne va pas dans la... Can y'all tell I used to do a lot of D&D art? Ma meilleure ennemie, c'est toi. Oui, moi. Le pire, c'est toi et moi. Many, imagine, honey doing D&D art? No way. Oui, moi. Le pire, c'est toi et moi. It's funny when people are like, "What's your art style like?" I'm like, "I don't know. It's kind of a lot of things at once. It can be whatever I want." Because this does not match my typical art style at all. My typical art style is a little more cartoony, but that's okay. Man, your guess is as good as mine is typical answer. Really, it is. I wanted to ask Honey if she would like to test game start development on. Probably not. No, don't start playing that forever. Let's listen to Hellfire instead. But no, I don't got time to play test games. I got too much work to do. But thank you for the offer. That's kind of you. Master Graveheart, welcome back. Happy 26 months. I'm trying my hand at drawing too, but when I say I'm a beginner, I mean beginner. I'm going through the growing pains. Wish me luck. Good luck. I hope you're drawing something that you find entertaining. I want to rotate the neck a little bit. See if the center of the neck is here. No, this has to go back here. Oh, the song is so good. It's just adrenaline, the song. This is a fun angle. Muscles wise, we're softening him. I keep forgetting that I gotta add more fat to his body. Because right now he looks so lean. Which is fine, but it's not the character design. I designed him to be a little bit chunkier. Like, not even, like, that much, but just, like, a layer of fat on his body. I don't feel like drawing the rest. Yeah, back I'm back. 10 minutes is brutal. You were gone for 10 minutes? Cloud and Tifa and misunderstanding that leaves Tifa with a flushed face and Cloud sitting like a big happy dork. That could be fun to draw. But how much fun would it be to keep drawing this silly little guy? Like, you can see where my warm-ups went. Like, they went from this down to this to this. Like, this is much better. It seems like my hand is warmed up again. I think because of all the line art here, though, it messes with the not silhouette, the simplicity of it, though. So something like that for just for shading. That's not bad. Handsome bastard. Yep. That's him. That's the handsome bastard. We're gonna keep drawing him till I can get him down. It's been so long since I've drawn him. I've done like quick drawings of him, but like I haven't actually defined more of what his face looks like, so this is really good for me. How much chunk are we saying? Swimmer's build, featherweight boxer, sprinter? No. Like I'm trying to let me look at the body types. Male body types. Let's see. Not that close, actually. That's not bad. Let's see. A lot of these are too muscular. Like, I'm trying to find an image where they're... Because so many times, more often than not, whenever I look up male body type, they show, like, really muscular, lean body types, and I'm like, no, not quite, not quite. Thank you for the attempt, but not quite. No, they're still not the same. I don't want drawings of it. I want, like, an actual picture. Oh, wait. Male... Because this is actually a really good one. Here we go. Is this a full picture of it? Because I want, like, the big picture. No, this is not a full picture of it. I'm gonna find the best image for artists. Where is it? Sorry, I'm looking real quick. Y'all could stare at his face. I'm specifically looking at like fitness. There was something where it was like Olympic fitness magazine where it showed what each body type looked like for the sport, and it was fascinating. Also, hello Jeff. I hope you're doing well. Because I'm trying to find the body type. I know what you're talking about. I've only seen the female version. So there's a male version, actually. There's both. And it's really cool to see. Yeah, okay. I'm not seeing it. How... It's not quite dad bod. Let me see. Not quite dad bod. Because, like, let's see. This is actually not a bad one. It's not exactly the same, but I'm kind of going for this effect. Where it's just like... Oh gosh, this is tiny. I think this is like Leonardo DiCaprio and Chris Pratt. Going for something kind of in between this. Because this is kind of more of what a masculine body looks like at rest. When stars are not dehydrated and eating extremely lean, this is more of what their bodies look like. So this is more of the kind of body type I want to study because it feels way more realistic. So something like that. Somewhere in here. But like even I am susceptible to drawing just the lean musculature because I studied more of the bones and muscle than I did the skin. And that's sort of an area that I struggle with. So the skin and fat is something that I want to get better at drawing. So it's going to take a lot of practice. And it's hard because I've drawn him so angular, and it's like, this is still too angular. So we're practicing. That's what this is. Body fat is required for health. You need body fat for health. Why is this playing again? Rebel Heart. Good dad bod would be Samwise Gamgee. That's actually a very cute bod. Yeah. Very cute body type. Have you seen The Strongest Man in the World? Thor Bjornsson? He'd be a great reference for a husky guy. Thor Bjornsson. Oh, he played the Mountain. Honestly, the Mountain looks really cool. A little too muscular for what I'm looking for, but not bad because I like that he doesn't have this super dehydrated look. He's very clearly strong, but he doesn't have the super dehydrated Hollywood look, and I appreciate that. What if I have a flat 0 in terms of body fat? Cool. That's nice. I think. I don't know. I don't know if you're supposed to have body fat, but I'm pretty sure you need it for insulation from the cold. But I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Obscurus, thanks for the hydrate. Also, Be French, thank you for the 100 shinies. Sorry, I got distracted looking up reference. Trust me, body fat is important. It sucks not having it. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of body fat personally, and I get so cold in winter. It is kind of frustrating, actually. Okay, what kind of head angle do I want to practice now? Rendering hard. Rendering extremely hard, meta. Yeah. I don't even know how to describe rendering, honestly. I'm trying to do Gobby's lips, but I can't get it. Oh, okay. For rendering lips, honestly. For Gobby's lips, I usually just draw, like, almost Steven Universe style lips. And then underneath is the different color. I'll just use Gobby's green. I'm estimating the color right now. Just like this. And then what I do is choose a lighter color, use it for the highlights. And then if you want to, you can add 2 little bumps like this and one underneath the lip. And then make it a little bit darker. There you go. Lips. I hope that helps. And then you can blur and blend as much as you like. And trying to get her goth bottom lip. Oh. She got the swooching lips. The mwah. That's good? Yeah, it's not bad. It's a pretty fast way of doing lips. In your face, bombs and bullets will do the trick. What we need here is a little bit of panic. Let me know if that works for you, Meta, and I can try to give a good explanation. Thank you. No worries. Hope it works. Come on, shoot faster. Just a little bit of energy. I wanna try something fun right now. I guess some people call it arcade. How to do her goth bottom lip. Goth bottom lip. I don't think I really did much. Goth bottom lip. Like, oh, not that one. Don't you just lower the darkness of it? Something like this? I'm not sure. If you have like a screenshot to said meta, I could try to explain it to you. Get your screenshot? Yeah, for sure. shoot faster, just a little bit of energy. I wanna try something fun right now. I guess some people call it an arcade. Let's blow this city to ashes and see what Papa thinks. It's such pathetic neatness, but not for long, 'cause you'll get jinxed. Little stretch. I also don't know how to do eyelid rendering. Oh, interesting. Okay. Part of my brain is like, I'm doing this because I'm distracting myself from the drawing I want to do. Sometimes it happens where I'm like, the art's not coming out the way I want. Oh, interesting. So for the lower lip, I usually don't worry about the blending part. What I'll probably do is for the eyelid, paint the town blue, right is all around you. What I'll probably do is I would just grab the color. Right is all around you. So maybe I'll make it a little lighter. Grab this, grab a more light turquoisey color. And then do this. And then lock the pixels, blur a little bit. That's one way of doing it. I think a cleaner way might just be... because right now it's just two colors. It is a near black. Oh, I locked the pixels right. And then on top, a more turquoisey bright color. And then you could just keep it like that if you wanted. Or you could blur it. I'm using the wrong blend brush. That's a very quick way of blending it. Is that simple? Yeah, it's pretty simple. Same thing with the lips. Is that if I grab the... similar to how I do it before. This is like a turtle lip. For the goth color, it's like nearly a black, but because of color not color composition, color theory, you can probably go with something a bit darker than this if you want. It's not going to be completely black, it's just going to be dark blue or dark greenish. And then a little bit of light here, or you can go even brighter. And then something like this. Fairly simple for lips and eyes. This is a very simplified 2D style. Samurai. Good, what's good? Friend recommended you stream. Nice to meet you. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good Monday. Jeez, time. Thank you so much. No worries, Meta. I'm glad it helps. Excuse me. Oh, my throat. It's funny. Arcane is mostly of most of what is in my playlist right now. Jeez, my throat hurts and my brain also can't think apparently. See you later, Banjo. No, I don't like this head. Art's hard. Like, I need to stress this. Art is extremely hard. So far, this one looks the best one. It's not quite correct, but it is close. This silly little guy is so hard to draw. Why did I do this to myself? He's so handsome. He's so silly and hard to draw, though. Would he possible to have, like, Indie Pilot's animation reviewed on stream? Not likely. Simply because like unless I do another art review stream, that would involve watching on YouTube, and I don't know how I feel about watch along things. Simply because I feel like I'm not being active. When I watch things, I get really, really absorbed into them, and so it can get kind of boring for people, you know? You can absolutely post it in the Discord and share and like let people know you worked on it. Okay, gonna try this again. Brain says draw him smug, so you know what? You know what? I will. You know what, Brain? You're right. You are right, Brain. I deserve to draw a nice smug tiefling and not get upset at myself for it. Honey, another one? Yes. I'm drawing a skeleton under this one. There we go. Okay, but now my brain started grasping it. Sometimes the good old drawing of the skeleton helps your brain grasp perspective. Would y'all believe that I am much better at drawing skeletons instead of the boxes? Because my brain actually understands skeletons and not just boxes. I used to have an OC that was actually just a skeleton. Jeff A. Boner approves 15%. Let's go. Plus 15. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff. I keep forgetting that, like, y'all see things all zoomed up. Meanwhile, my brain's like, yeah, I can work on something this small. It's like, no, 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 no. Zoom up. Zoom up so people can see. Chronic committed. I'll forgive it. Don't you dare get it twisted. I'm nice, but I can get wicked. Would y'all believe me if I told you my parents, when I was a kid, brought me into the hospital? Because both my parents work at the hospital. They're very cool. Um, and so I got to see a real person's skeleton when I was like 5, and I was really, really fascinated by it, so I would study it. Would that like track? Is that like on brand for me? Also, yes? Okay, good. Good. I'm glad that's not weirdly out of character. Let's see. I feel like the nose would be a little bit higher, but maybe actually the mouth would be a tad bit higher. Skeleton proportions are always a little strange. I gave him a Chad jaw. I did it again. I done did it again. Honey, you done did it again. You gave him a Chad jaw. Come on. Come on. Oh, little stretch again. High school biology teacher had 2 real human skeletons in his classroom. Did he keep them in the closet? This is the same family that went to the graveyards regularly to clean up graves, right? Yes. This is the same family that does that, yes. If I ever streamed, Child Face Skeleton would have an emote. Chad Face Skeleton would have to be an emote. It would be. You are correct, Jeff. I would expect nothing less from you. Yeah, this song is really good. It's Run Boy Run by Woodkid. Very good. Push this in a little bit more. Bring the jaw out. Make him a true chat. It could be funny. It could be funny. That's all I'm saying. Johnny, I'm alert for now and have dinner. Be safe, everyone. Love y'all. Take it easy, Johnny. Have a good dinner. Thanks for coming. All right, I'm going to get rid of this. Put it on a separate layer, and then we're going to try this again. The crimson chin. Yeah. No, those eyes. Yeah, we're gonna raise this a bit more for the perspective. There we go. Leon, thanks for the posture check. See, this has a little too much anatomy, I think. I think I've lost the style a little bit. That's okay, though. This world is a wasteland. Please let me go, 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 go. See, he looks a little too friendly, like puppy dog-esque here. Doesn't quite look good. I also made the horns way too small. This world is a wasteland where nothing can grow. Just to have faith that I'm enough. We're all alone. This world is a wasteland. Maybe if you recede the lips? I don't know what it means to recede the lips. Two puppy dog, not enough scrungly boy. Need this scrungly boy. Oh, thanks for the eager wiggle and breathe, Leon. So in case y'all are wondering what the artistic process looks like, it is mostly this. It is messing around with a design until you get something you want. And a lot of the times, it does result in duds. Sometimes, though, you get really good stuff. Hi, Casey. What's up? But this one's really, really good. If he's too friendly, I might recommend using Hobie and Across the Spider-Verse reference. Dude has really smug grin in that one. True. Hobie. I love Hobie. Hobie is excellent. Give him back his lipstick, please. Please. Don't take the punk out of him. Come on. Put his lipstick back on. Jeff, a lot of times you don't notice something isn't working until you're halfway through rendering and you have to scrap the whole thing and start over. Oh my gosh, yes. Jeff, I cannot tell you how many times that has happened. And the frustrating part is a lot of people think that it never happens to experienced artists. No. It happens almost more. Some artists know it doesn't happen to them. But sometimes it happens and you're just sitting there going like, I know how to draw, right? I know how to draw, right? I know. What do you mean I don't know how to draw for this? What do you mean? There we go. There we go. Got a good profile rough, at least. Tiefling boys? Yeah, specifically one of my Tiefling OCs. Call him Reyes. Jeff, it's a noisy process. Yeah, it's frustrating. After my 5th attempt to just draw a pose, I'm starting to relate to this song heavily. Like, look at this. I had 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, technically 1, 2, 3, 4 of misses and 1 almost hit, and now I'm working on another one. So 1 out of 6 so far. Would you create a web series or manga? No. No. I do not have the patience or skill. And the pay is incredibly bad. Like, the deals that a lot of web creators do is not good. A lot of them have to advertise outside of their comic works to even make it break even or have a livable wage, which is really unfortunate. It should not be that way. So if you are planning on going to comics, or any art form really, make sure you have a solid jumping off point and you can afford to take a loss. Otherwise, treat it as a side project, not as your main. This is just, in my experience, I could be wrong. I could be absolutely wrong, but be careful making any sort of jumps. Be sure you understand what you are signing when you put something on a particular website. Is it weird that I struggle with sketching more than liner and coloring? No, it's not weird. Everyone has their own specialties. Myth. Even with acting, sometimes you realize you analyze a character you're working on completely wrong halfway through memorizing their lines. So you have to go back to the beginning and rememorize all of them over again with the new analysis in mind. Yep. Yep. This is rough, buddy. using picture of myself, but it just won't work. My body's ideal for things like a spine, so why can't I find the structure? Not sure. I think it might just be that your brain isn't quite grasping how the spine twists yet and how to draw it. Because sometimes your inner eye can your I guess the mind's eye can see it, but you don't have the knowledge or practice to put it on paper yet. That comes with time, but yeah, it's frustrating for sure. Nerd, I'm only going to comics once my series takes off. Figure doing a tie-in story with established characters is a safe bet for that. Yeah, I don't know if that's that. I don't really know much about making comics, so I do know. Got ghosted. Thank you for the sub with Prime. Welcome on into the tavern. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good Monday. Hi, Dandrick. Hugs from Memeland and aka Brazil. How's the Heart Day going? It's going okay. I'm drawing a handsome tiefling right now. He's pretty frustrating to draw, but maybe if I practice him enough, I'll get better. I hope. I hope. It should be fine. It should be fine. You know, it'll be alright. Oh, I'm just stretching my back right now. Oh. Excuse me. Oh, good stretch. Alright. Oh, feels good, baby. What is a good song to listen to so I don't get stuck in one mindset? Sorry, my brain is getting stuck, so I need to mix up the music type. I forgot to explain that. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta mix up the music type. There we go. There we go. We got a profile. That's pretty good. Tieflings. The panty soakers of TTRPGs. Lovely. I specifically love the ones with like the horns for the eyebrows. Very good stuff. Hey Lee Gamer, what's up? Just wanted to say thank you for all your great streams. You do amazing work. Thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy it. Yeah, a little bit bigger, more expressive eyes. Cool. Playing my first IRL D&D with friends tomorrow. Ooh, nice! With one of my characters, but I've changed some of it so it fits the pre-written story only because it's one of those strange starter things that you can get from D&D, and my friend's going to DM. Oh, nice! First time we tried, he freaked out because my character almost looked like he could die, and I knew that possibly I would have been fine, but he wanted to stop, so we did. Now we're trying this time for sure. Good luck. I hope it goes well. But yeah, I'm glad your friend is trying to DM. It's difficult. I have not DM'd, and I know it's difficult. How do you draw noses? Oh gosh. Do I know how to draw noses? I don't know if I know how to draw noses. Oh gosh. Oh goodness. Well, we'll figure it out as we go. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. How hard could it be, you know? It's a triangle on the face. How do you draw a smug smile from the side? Jeez. I'm trying to make him look smug. Why? Because I can. truly what every artist does. No, I don't like it. Creates tangent. Pulling my Claymore references out here. In case y'all are wondering where I learned how to draw profile faces, Claymore. Just Claymore. Lazargo Dragonborn, thank you for the resub. Happy 10 months. It's been too long since I've been able to stop by, but I can click buttons again. Welcome back. I'm glad you can click buttons again. That's kind of important to do on the internet. Thank you for the drawing anatomy lessons. No worries. I hope it works well. Myth. DM is so hard. I say this as a DM. Yeah. It's tricky. Meta Claymore? Yeah. Let me show you. Claymore is legitimately one of my favorite series. It's by let me find a better image than that. Here we go. Oh, this is so good. Is this to you? No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll share this one. It's this. Claymore is one of my favorite series. It's a manga. I forgot how to pronounce his name. But yeah, specifically I studied how the artist draws profiles. It is very fun to look at. Also, there's a whole bunch. I love monster designs. There's so many amazing monster designs. I love it so much. But yeah, this is basically heavily studying how the artist of Claymore drew profile faces is very much how I learned how to draw it. Like, look at this. Look at this. It is sick. I love this. But yeah, these are only some of the really cool monster designs. It's so good. It's so good. It's one of my favorites. I have never read Berserk, simply because like it was too edgy. As far as like everyone would describe it with such, they'd be so excited to read it, and then they'll be like, you just have to get past the really questionable stuff, and I'm like, I don't know about that. And then I read Claymore, and I was like, no, this is great. Claymore, it doesn't have that. It's really nice. I've seen the Claymore anime, never the manga. I really missed out on some good stuff. Oh, it's extremely good. The anime only goes up to maybe the second arc. Like, it doesn't get too far. It's finished now. It's been finished for a little while. It's quite good. I like it. No questionable stuff. Basically no sexual assaults. Like, no graphic depictions of it, you know? And so I was like way more interested in it. Berserk is art, but it's art with a specific taste to it. I've heard it gets better. Like, it drops a lot of the edgier stuff after the first little bit. But yeah. Really love this song. It's the third time it's playing. Yes. Yes. There's 3 things this mangaka draws amazingly. Monsters, poses, and butts. He does draw pretty good butts. Yeah. Braveheart them. You just have to get past me. I'm gonna stop you right there. Nah. But yeah, I learned how to draw profile faces from Claymore. Very, very, very good, honestly. I like how it was simplified and how the shapes were so clean with the faces. It made it way easier for me to study them. Let's see, the neck. This is looking a bit better. This is too sharp, but it's got the right vibe. This is closer, but it feels a little soft. So I'm trying to find an in-between. Ears, my beloved. Ears are fun to draw, honestly. I personally have a favorite when it comes to like drawing ears. I like long, big pointed ears because they can really help with expressiveness. But that's just me. Not everyone likes them, and that's okay. He's a fun bat kind of tiefling. I gotta remember how to draw his bangs. I keep forgetting how to draw them. He's a mess. And it's fun to draw messes. That's not bad, honestly. Little smirk. Yeah, that's pretty good. Hi, Bigwell. Welcome in. You're good. Customer Attack, thank you for the 250 shinies. It's not edgy, it's raw. It's Nietzschean struggle against evil within and without. It's about old adage, he who fights monsters must take care not to become a monster himself, and the consequences of will and power. Anyone who said all that doesn't understand the writing of Berserk. I mean, like, there is depth in a lot of writing in Berserk, I'm sure. But, like, you'll have to forgive me as a young teenager hearing people talk about Berserk and getting super excited about the sexual assault scene, and me going like, you know what, I'm actually good. No, I don't want that. Unfortunately, that is one of those things that does turn me off of a lot of media, is just like the sexualization of assault is just like, no. I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be interacting with that fan base or part of that. That's the frustrating part. Ugh. Yeah, exactly what I want nothing to do with it. Yeah. It's frustrating because it is very important, especially in media, to have representation for people who are survivors of sexual assault. And I think one show that actually does this really, really well, just in my opinion, you can absolutely have differing opinions, is Jessica Jones. It is a very, very good one. And I don't know if y'all have seen Jessica Jones. I think it's like a Netflix series. I've only watched the first season, but it was very, very good because everything is heavily implied and the entire thing is treated similarly to how people have to go through the process of like figuring out how to prove that they were going through such a horrible experience. But it is never shown, and it is specifically spoken about with the voice of the survivors, not as an outside observer seeing it happen or from the perpetrator's experience, you know? That is kind of the important thing that gets lost in a lot of media, is a lot of sexual assault scenes are shown where the camera is the audience, where you see it happen and you see how horrific it is, but it's not treated with respect. It's a spectacle. It is not it is not showing you how it can affect someone afterwards, you know? It's tricky. It is a very tricky thing, and I don't know if we have had a perfect piece of media to depict it, but Jessica Jones, in my opinion, is a very good one. But yeah. Ugh. Basically shock value fishing attention. Yeah, there's a lot of very wrong reasons to do it, and I have seen very few good reasons to do it in media. because a lot of it is just shock value and like and does not feel earned or appropriately done. And so like I cannot think of a way to do it except Jessica Jones did it really really well, and so it's great. It's also a very interesting series, like, or at least first season. I find it a really well written first season. Like, highly recommend it. Male faces are so hard. In every attempt, I end up with a buff girl or femboy. It's a lot of work to learn how to make a character look masculine. And this is actually something that I realized very recently is that, now hear me out. We do not romanticize the male form in the same way that we romanticize the femme form. And there are pros and cons to both, where oftentimes because the feminine form is so often treated as the muse or the object of worship or the object of someone's wants, there's a lot of focus on women, but there's not really enough on masculine people. So it can kind of create a weird feeling where masculine people may feel less desirable than women. And it's not a competition. Like, it is hard to explain because I have not lived a masculine experience, so I cannot speak to this as well. But it's an interesting observation that I came from recently, um, where I was thinking about it, and there were very few, like, because I was looking at like romance manga, and like a lot of it, a lot of the times is focusing on, like, if you look at panels, a lot of the times they're focusing more on the female character. Even in female written stories. Specifically, I'm talking about the straight ones. Because if you go into the LGBT, you will get all sorts of different things. But generally, for the heterosexual audience, I feel like they are, men are not used to being treated as desirable and wanted and romanticizing their features and being seen as beautiful. And part of that may be the patriarchy making it so like men aren't comfortable feeling beautiful, but they want to feel wanted. So there's a weird like, in which ways is it acceptable to feel wanted? And so, and like, that is where sometimes the feeling of needing to be stoic and handsome and strong constantly can come from, instead of what a lot of women actually enjoy is when men are vulnerable, soft, kind, and patient. So like that's just something that I've thought of. I have no idea if it rings true, but that's kind of a thought, you know? Meta. Yeah, Dingy's right in this place. Uh, I agree, femininity on a higher pedestal than masculinity. Yeah, and the frustrating part is women don't ask for that. And it's frustrating because, like, we do not ask to be put on a pedestal or sexualized or objectified, but so often it happens and it's frustrating. And some people go like, well, you're getting all this attention, and it's like, well, it's, this attention is not always good, you know? It can be frustrating. Thing is, it comes down to men feeling like their worth is in what they can provide and do rather than just being valuable for what they are. Yeah, it is tricky. There's a tendency to view any sort of imbalance as unfair or unnatural, but is that itself a bias? I don't know. That's kind of a good question, actually. I have to think about that. I mean, we kind of out and say it at times. I remember an old joke where men's and women's magazines focused on female form, and the punchline was that it was because the female form was beautiful and the male form was comically hideous. The assumption that the male form is inherently undesirable was the punchline. Yeah, like, do do people not realize that people are desirable? Like, the male form is beautiful, just as the female form is. They are bodies. Bodies are not good or bad, like, if that makes sense. Also, so sorry if I'm missing your messages. This is a very interesting topic of conversation, and like, I can't read everyone's. Um, Mac Studios. It's a deep-seated issue that I feel is learned in our media sources. I got an opportunity to do a photography shoot with an absolutely gorgeous man, like guest jeans level, and I was super honored to work with him. However, since my main shooting subjects are females, I found myself trying to pose him in feminine ways, and it's very hard to break my habit of posing. Here's actually something that I love. I love seeing very typically masculine men doing more feminine poses because it kind of challenges your brain and goes like, why doesn't this look quite right? Does it look wrong or does it just look unfamiliar? Because if a feminine person does, or like if a femme person does more masculine poses, it's more normalized. We've seen that before. But we haven't really seen an unironic masculine man posing in feminine ways. We've seen it sometimes in rare occasions, but it's not as widely known and seen. And so is that why it feels bad? Or not bad, but like feels strange? Or is it because there's something inherently wrong with masculine people being feminine? I think it's because we haven't seen it enough. I don't think there's anything wrong with being feminine or masculine. So like, why is it bad if someone does that, you know? As a dude who's been objectified a few good times, yeah, nah, I'm 100% sympathetic to fem's plight. Yeah, listen, each gender has its own drawbacks, unfortunately. And I would love to live and create a world where it doesn't matter what you're born with or what you choose to have. You get treated equitably, you know? Better simply do what I did and don't have gender. Opt out. Opt out of gender. I love posing in the feminine ways all the time. I really like it too. I like seeing it when it's not played up for laughs, you know? Because I definitely went through that when I was a kid. I thought it was funny when masculine people would do typically feminine things. And then I thought about it for a while and I was like, "Wait. Why is that funny? Why are we taught to laugh at that? We don't aren't really taught to laugh at feminine like femme people doing masculine things. Not typically. So why is it the other way around?" And that took some unpacking when I was a kid. Like I did that unpacking when I was like 12. That was an interesting time. A lot of introspection back then, honey. Pretty sure that's when I was like, I would like to romance ladies and lads. No? No? That's not normal? Okay. I'm gonna think about it. Is portrayal in media inherently objectifying? I don't think so. I don't think that's the case. Tetra, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in, Raiders. How was your stream? Let's see. Oh, you're playing Skyrim. Nice, nice. Regular vanilla Skyrim or modded? Nerd. I hate how stigmatized that crap was. That's why I spent most of my childhood around girls instead of guys. It made me feel too restricted. Vanilla, actually. Nice. First time playing, or have you played before? How's it art going? It's pretty good. Here, I'll show you what I'm working on. I'm currently drawing my tiefling OC Reyes. He's a little tricky to draw. So far this one is the closest one I've gotten. He's still looking a little too sharp. He's looking too soft here. These ones didn't quite work out so well. These two So far these two are the best. So I'm just practicing drawing them. Working on an upward angle now. But welcome on in, Raiders. My name is Honey. It's a pleasure to meet all y'all. Right now we're just doing art. We're having fun, chilling, having an interesting conversation about the femme and masculine form. But yeah, played before. My partner is trying for the first time, so I got the itch to play it again. Nice. That's nice. It's fun watching people like your friends play games. Honestly, especially ones you've already played. I'm playing with Dark Souls with Gabi Lynn right now because she's never played Dark Souls Remastered, and it is such a fun time. It's lovely. Also, they look lovely. Thank you. He's very fun to draw. But also, Tetra, thank you for trusting me with your community. If you got a raid and run, absolutely no worries. You are more than welcome to hang out as long as you please. But thank you for visiting. I appreciate it. And Fox the Apprentice, thank you for the gift of sub to Tetra. Fun for who? You or Gabi? Me. Hopefully Gabi too. Myth. That's an interesting point. I have a role where I play as a little girl and they put me in a dress for it. The entire thing is comedic because it's someone who's obviously not a little girl playing a role. But honestly, I put on the dress and I was like, hell yeah, I'm slaying in this. Yeah, that's good. Jeff, all right, everyone put your seatbelts on. They're permanent. I'll be lurking and vibing. I just need to eat. Yeah, absolutely get something to eat. You take care of yourself. Do what you gotta. One more art question. How do you render skin? I can actually show you, Meta, because I want to try rendering a little bit of this pose. So let me just quickly finish up this head angle, and then I'll show you how to render skin real quick. Actually, what if... Noses are hard to draw. Noses are hard to draw. Ah. This is fine. Okay, that's pretty cute. Dingus, I think you go that way, over the balcony. Falls and dies. Oh, but look down before you go. Yeah, yeah, I did lead her astray a little bit. But listen. You can't expect me to get everything right all the time. I don't care, I paint the town right. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I'd let all that get to my head. I don't care, I paint the town red. She a man, she a rebel. To the pedal, it took a whole lot for me to settle. Dang, it's the difference between you and I is that I tell them to do that on purpose. You know what you're doing, Dingus. I just stumble into the comedic moments. I feel like there's a little bit of you gotta have a little bit of patience with me if I'm guiding you through Dark Souls. It's been a while. I have magical bonsai. I'll make him look more smug. This is just Smug the character. I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I'd let all that get to my head. I don't care. Sweaty head's the best character. They're so sweaty, Dingus. You have no idea. They're so sweaty. She the devil. She a bad little bitch. She a rebel. Oh, Dojo, your music is very fun. I need to make this thinner. What can I say? Demons are just fun, and tiefling, very fun. I think I made the face a little too long here. There we go. A little bit of sharp teeth. Kind of cheating the teeth with that one, but that's okay. That horn is not large enough. Nah, I'm ditching this one. Sometimes it's okay to stop a sketch and go like, nah, not one of the good ones. So far it's just these two. But for quick skin rendering meta, let me give you a little help with that. So, for skin rendering, what I usually do is I grab a darker color for blush, whatever their blush color is. I'll do it in grayscale because it's easier to see. And I'll draw where I want the blush to be. So typically, that will be right here. It will be on the shoulders. It will also be on maybe one side of the pectorals. And then what I'll do is I'll gently blur them. I'll often blur probably one side a bit more than the other, like that. And then I'll have the features on top. So I gotta get the eye colors. I'm gonna make it nice and bright. Is it really a surprise when you're playing with your mind and I'll treat you like a prize and I'll throw you to the side? Darker here. And then got his hair color. So right now this is just his horns and eyes. What's the shortcut to add an additional loop thing? It's hold shift, so you have one, and then hold shift to add other ones. That way you can add multiples. You can also remove them by holding Alt, and it will remove the chunk. Let's do the hair real quick. There we go. And for the blush up here, I'm probably just going to add a bit more. So it adds a little bit of a shading effect. And then if I want more of a shading effect, what I'll do is I will make a clipping mask. And then grab all the places where there would probably be shadow. Alright, then fill. And then I'm putting this underneath most of the layers. And I'm gonna just blur that real quick. Actually, I'll make the opacity lower. There we go. Pretty fast render. For the hair, what I could probably do is lock the pixels. And then just grab a bunch of random ones here. Make it a little lighter. Very quick rendering. I could probably do another one here. probably make this a little darker. Maybe nah, darker. Maybe something like that. And then I'll make his hair a little lighter. Or maybe darker? Yeah. Something like that. Something like that. Oh, hot dude. Hi, boy. How's it going? Omega Dren, thank you for the resub. Happy 35 months. Welcome on in. Hope you're having a lovely day. Oh, thanks for the punch chick camp. I forgot to do that. I got distracted by the art. I locked in. Excuse me. And the breather team. Have another save? Yeah. Looks like everything's turning out great. It's looking pretty good. Yeah. And a Megatron, thank you for the resub. Happy 35 months. All right, honey, how are you? And that you for being such a bright, thank you for being such a bright light in my days. My story is going well. I'm trying to find an illustrator to help me mask a comic. Ooh, nice. Good luck. And Big Will, thanks for the hydrate. I think just use CS Paint for everything. Yeah, I use CS Paint for pretty much everything. Man, he's just like, I've remained silent. I can legally do that. Not KDA right now. Let's see. Let's listen to ooh. Yeah, kickback. Jeff, maybe I can hop on over to CS Paint since it seems to share hotkeys with Photoshop. Yeah, CS Paint shares a lot of hotkeys with Photoshop, and you can change them at any point. That's the really nice thing about it. Then I plead the fifth. Honey, you silly gobble goose, how you doing? Hey, Blastmaster, I'm doing good. I locked in so hard, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I'm streaming. Oh, geez. But yeah, I hope this is helping you, Meta. Because, yeah. Good liner. Pretty good like this. Honestly, I could probably do... depending on how drastic you want the lighting to be. If it's a harsh light that's really close to the character, or if it's high noon, you want darker shadows. If it is softer lighting, like indoors, that's not very harsh, you want lighter shadows. However, if the light is intense, the shade is intense. If the light is soft, so is the shading. Yeah, that's pretty fun. Rocket Dude, thank you for the earwiggles. Jeff, I'm sure it's on PC and Mac. Yes, it is on PC. Pretty sure you can get it on Mac too. I think it technically is on iPad. I wouldn't recommend it on iPad though. There have been some tech issues I've heard. Have you heard the Session Star Card? Yeah, I used to. Also, hi Vandalbro, what's up? I've absolutely used to use both of the sessions. I think it was the Diana sessions and the Star Guardian Talia sessions for art. It was very fun. It was very nice. I listened to it so often though, I needed to mix it up. I hope you're doing well, Vandalbro. Right now I'm just drawing my silly little tiefling guy. He's so hard to draw. Oh my gosh. I gotta get better at drawing him. So far I have two pieces of him that I like. The rest are kind of don't those two at the top is warm-ups. It's not bad. It's good. I do practice. Good evening. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Bro. I hope you're doing good too. Hope you've been having a good time with art recently. Hmm? Kind of feel bad because I stopped practicing during last month with all the holiday seasons. Perfect time to start again. Yeah. No time like the present to pick up old habits. Jeff, I think I'd use mine to headbutt open doors, but the concussion stack takes me out. If you have horns in your head, are you less susceptible to getting concussions? Because it's built into your design. Things to think about. Bit of an art rut, but I just gotta push through. Okay, you take care of yourself. It's okay to take nice long breaks when you're in an art rut, because sometimes that just happens. I want to have him look down smugly at chat. I want him to just like look at chat and stare, kind of disappointed. How fun would that be? That would be pretty fun, I think. Let's do it. She says to herself as she draws it. I think because I gave him bat ears, I'm probably gonna, yeah, push them back a little bit instead of out to the side. Jeff, I guess it depends on how it wraps around your dome. I guess that is true, yeah. Oh gosh, upward angles are so hard to draw. He looks like the Green Goblin. How do I make him to stop looking like the Green Goblin? This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Spider-Man! Upward angles are so tricky. How did I used to do them? I used to be good at doing them. What the heck happened? You know what that means? Art's probably going through another transition phase. Let's go! I love when that happens. Everything becomes unpredictable. Godspeed, Spider-Man. Hmm. Song makes me want to ascend. It's so good. It's a very good song. Is it this one? I think was Woodkid. Yeah, it's Woodkid Ashes of Blood from Arcane. So good. If you know Star Trek, then the Tiefling can be similar to Klingons in that they have a thicker skull and also enjoy smacking into each other's skulls. So, am I hearing that Tieflings express love and affection with headbutts? Is that what I'm hearing? Like a little goat? Because that is adorable. Absolutely adorable. Void. Sorry, my headphones died. I didn't hear anything. That's okay. Look at how smug he is. Idiot. Wow, the fact that my visceral reaction was to call him stupid. Oh no. That that ain't good for me, is it? How do you draw the tops of noses? So anyway, this is for you, honey. I don't know. When I figure out how to put the bones in Unity. On your door with hopes to save a friendship with one who's a prisoner far from home. Odysseus. Is that? Now we're placed on the creek. You were playing with thunder for a man filled with shame, but he's worth the risk of going under. Why are upward angles so hard to draw? Ah. Sorry, I keep making that noise. It's just my frustration noise. It's fine. Don't mind me. It's fine. This is God Games for Epic Musical? Yeah, it is. How are you feeling? I'm not tired? I should probably get to bed soon, but I'm having fun drawing this silly little guy because he's stupid hard to draw, and I will get better at drawing him. It's not a maybe, it's I will. I think Cody's in the wrong. They were trying to do him worse. All he did was reimburse them. Then they tread with caution first to live another day and sing another verse. Ugh, my voice is rough. Justice not given its force. Why could I give him my support? He sacrificed his own cohort. Did you forget they failed to listen? He was betrayed and then imprisoned. But if you make the right decision, he can still build a future with those who miss him. Aphrodite, you're a little high and mighty. Odysseus claims to love his mother, but let her die of a broken heart. He was busy fighting, more like busy spiting the Cyclops. Let him feel the pain that his mother felt and wrought. Sorry, I gotta make him more smug. That is... It's mandatory. He don't got a choice. I'm sorry. Oh, sorry, I missed the message, Cole. Not bad. I hope you're doing well. Can you imagine all the old school animators having to do all those drawings on big sheets of paper for like 1 or 2 scenes? Holy cow, so much respect to them. Jeez, yeah. Animation is hard. I have to animate all my starting soon screens, and boy howdy, it don't get easier. You get better at it, you just make things that are more complicated and you get over ambitious. So many heroes, so many times, give it one good reason why I should prevail. Try harder to skill with words. He's kind of funny. I feel dumb. Why does my brain compare my art to every other person's? That'd be fine normally, but why do I feel like I failed if I'm not better than all my comparisons? I know that it'll just leave me unfulfilled. That is one of the hardest things to unpack. And the best thing to keep in mind is if a baby started drawing, would you be mean to that baby and compare the baby to someone who has been drawing for years? No. You would be kind and encouraging. You wouldn't even bring up those other artists. Treat yourself like a baby. When you are learning art, you are a baby. And that's okay. That's good, actually. You gotta treat yourself as baby. Jeff, I guess I'm making updated drawings of my tieflings. Let's go. Alright, these horns are not big enough. That's not a bad upward angle. I feel like it's not perfect, but not going for perfection. Let him go. I just need to shift over the face a little bit. Yeah, that's not bad. Which K-band is this from? Oh, this is the Seraphim. Uh, Thunderbringer. Tongue out to make him seem cocky. Could be funny. Could be fun. One sec, this eye perspective needs a little work. Okay, that's not bad. I love Thunderbringer. It's a good song. You can almost see him legs crossed, leaning with his shoulder on a T-Rex, holding his. Funny story. Today I was listening to Ruthlessness and my grandma walked by and stopped. This reminds me of a scary ballet, and I started bursting out laughing, imagining Poseidon and Odie in a tutu. They would rock it. They would be good dancers. One reason up angles may be tough is that you usually draw the top of the face first, working down from the eyes, brows, and nose. If the camera is below the face, it might be easier to draw the chin and mouth. Oh! I didn't think of that. Huh. That might be a good thing to try in our baculus, huh? Thank you for the suggestion. To makes the kingdom fall, lightning wielder, use and yielder. Show her what she can't conceal. Her true nature will be revealed. Tell me, Odysseus, if I were to make you choose the lives of your men and crew or your own, why do I think they'd lose? King of Ithaca, since hunger was far too great, I wonder who'd take the weight of the damned and suffer the gruesome fate through the thunder. Oh, it goes so low. Here to ring your ears until you're deaf with fear and spear you while your death is near. Lightning wielder, you. Blech. I want to be able to sing this low. It would be so cool. Sublime you for your act of crime. Choose. It's okay. I think it looks better just like, whoop. There we go. I think it looks a bit better like that. I didn't plan on sticking out the tongue for this pose, so I would probably have to design a pose around it a little bit more. When does a comet become a meteor? When does a candle become a blaze? When does a man become a monster? When does a ripple become a tidal wave? When does a reason become a flame? When does a man become a monster? Upwards head angles are so tricky, but I'll get them one day. Is this a blind smug boy and ally of our bard Gabo? Oh, yes, I would say so. It's like an ally. Oh, yeah, he's friendly. He's a friendly little guy. Tried doing some doodles tonight. I got one of my EDs out. Want to do some Monster Hunter Elden Ring crossover art. Ooh, that sounds fun. Johnny mentioned the Seraphim. Been getting a little more into their music. Ooh, I haven't listened to too much of the Seraphim. Our true nature will be revealed. The hard part is drawing his hair. That's the difficult part. But it looks so good when I get it right, so I gave him probably. Well, no, the jaw's actually fine. What a hard angle to draw for the head. Jeez. That's not bad though. Honestly, I feel like with another pass, this could absolutely look right. So the horns are definitely too small though. Must say, what a brilliant speech you gave. Just a friend who can help you save your men. A foe like Circe's not to be messed with. You wanna beat her, you'll need the blessing of a certain god. Divine intervention, someone who's not afraid to. Yeah, I'll keep it like that. Wouldn't you like a taste of the power? Wouldn't you like to use more than words? Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You can be hurt or you can be hurt. Wouldn't you like to have some other magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I love to conquer. She can turn you to an animal, like an end up on your plate. She can all but make you fall in love, like you're on your 100th date. She can conjure up a monster that'll grind you to the bones. She has all the ways to haunt you when you take her on alone. Wouldn't you like to have some lip? Forgot the lyrics. It's more than words. Deep in the night, the fight lasts for hours. You could be hurt or you can beat her. Wouldn't you like to have some other magic? Wouldn't you like your outcome preferred? Deep in the night, the fight can be tragic. I'll help you conquer. Here in the roots of this flower, there lies such a power to take her on. You can consume and digest it, and you'll manifest a being of your creation. All you need's imagination, though it's only for a moment, till you've beaten your opponent. Wasn't feeling the vibe of that one. Necrotic, thank you for the posture check. My favorite from them so far is Perfect Night, added to the playlist for the moment I heard it. Oh! Rock anomaly, what's that? It's a rather long shot, but do you know anything about it? Oh, excuse me. Oh gosh, it's 8:30. Designing Legos, or anybody who does know how to do them. Currently designing a fan art set, and was wondering if the general wisdom might be to get out there. Ooh. Designing Legos. For art, you can reference a lot of pre-existing Legos. If you are thinking of 3D printing, I would recommend searching for 3D prints, because I'm sure they exist. But designing them, try to simplify. Try to think of the most base elements of someone's design and keep those. Keep as little as possible while it still reads as that character. Bloodhouse, thanks for the breather, Dean. I want to drop you in tea. Yubba yubba yubba. Sweeten it for sure. Or make it salty. Is Reyes content without his vision, or is he trying to regain it? Because if he lost his sight protecting someone he cares for, he'd be less likely to actively search for the way to regain his sight. He just is blind. Like, not of any tragic reason. He's just blind. He's chill. He's fun. Hey, Dylan, what'd you think of the Macy's Art Parade? I didn't check it out. I don't particularly like going to parades. Sometimes they're fun, but sometimes they're just loud and noisy. But yeah, Reyes is just a silly little guy. He's blind, and he's fine with it. He's just, that's the way he's born. I'm trying to think. Final arc of Epic this December. Okay, I don't know if it will actually release in December. Nothing's been announced, so I'm not holding out hope, but I'm excited. Count on Honey to have some killer music going for your chat. I found so many killer songs and bands for D&D tonight. Ooh, nice. I'm glad. Love to see how the various YouTubers have blocked these songs out for animatics. There's just so much material to work with, and the gods in particular. It's fun to see how the animators make them feel larger than life. Yep. The Epic musical is wonderful. Zuchi made it so hot. Look at him. He's pretty handsome. I still want to add a little bit more fat. But I think for this particular grayscale picture, this is the vibe, and the proportions are really close. Honestly, maybe I'll just do the, maybe I'll just do this one too, for fun, and then we'll call it an evening. Beauty's in the eye of the beholder. You goof, you made him hot. I made him gorgeous, baby. Zuchi's right. Zuchi's right. I made him gorgeous. I got this feeling in my soul. Goes my mind, my mind. There goes my mind. There goes my mind. Oh mind. There goes my mind. Mm-hmm. Look at how smug this guy is. Look at him. Any tips for drawing hair? Use reference. Look up people who have the hairstyle that you're looking for, and then try to simplify that as best you can. There's different styles of hair with different textures, so there is not one method that's going to work for everything. Because some hair reflects light really well, some hair absorbs light really well, some hair is in strange shapes, some hair is really, really soft. It all comes down to practicing and seeing what you like for the characters. Sorry, it's not better advice, Zero. Feeling smug? Oh, so smug. He's so, so smug. This is one of the few characters I can think of where I explicitly uh have he him pronouns for him. Like I so often my OCs are femme, so they use she her. This is one of the few mask OCs I got. Ooh, some things you just gonna cruise. She wanna ride me like a cruise, and I'm not trying to lose. You were left in the dust, and I said stop by ya. You're the sunflower. I think you'll ever be too much. Side profile for some reason gives me Toji Fushiguro. Oh, yep. Yep, you're right. I can see it now. He does look like the Jujutsu Kaisen guy. That's funny. Don't make it easy on him. Scarnu, thank you for the resub. Happy 39 months. Welcome back. Normally I'd have some goofy, witty comment, but I'm very EP. Mind if I just vibe you all night? Yeah, I'm probably going to wrap up stream soon, so you're more than welcome to vibe for the rest of the stream. I'm going to try to find someone who's not too high energy to raid, because kind of late. Some people want to chill and calm down, so take it easy. I think it's nah, I'd win. Honestly, anytime I feel like someone challenges me, all I gotta do is like, nah, I'd win. And it's very funny because you can tell who has watched anime and who does not watch anime by just a couple of memes just subtly being dropped. I can see the Toji though. I can see it. I put frozen salmon in air vents to the apartment I moved out of in vengeance against my landlord. Jeez, that is seafood in the air vents is an insane method for real. Effective, but gosh, at what price? Listen, he's just hot. What can I say? He's just he's fun. Thanks for the hydrate myth, by the way. I forgot about that. Big girl, do you still do the hay sugar? Occasionally. Very rarely, though. Because it was fun for a little bit. Well, it was quite fun. Uh, it got a little tiring because it kind of turned into like the El Barto thing, where it's like say the meme, and I'm like, no, I refuse. I will be silly. I will be silly, and you're gonna like it. And so I did. Hmm. JB girl. JB girl. All right, let me do the blush. Oh, that's a shade. Just kidding. Blush is this one. There we go. Gentle render, and then we got the shade. A little bit here, a little bit there. Maybe not that line. Probably gonna lighten this a little bit. I think the line art's a little too fine for some of this, but that's okay. I turn it down a little bit here. Same thing with this one. Very gentle rendering. It's not bad. Not bad practice, honestly. 2 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 out of 8 ain't bad. Whew. Hey, are you gonna go for 4-hour mark no sleep edition? I should be getting to bed. No, I was supposed to go to bed. I want to be up early tomorrow. I want to listen to enemy though. Oh, someone's cooking bacon. Oh, it smells so good. Bacon is a very sometimes treat. I feel like I could dunk over honey in real life because I imagine she's short enough for me to pull the sickest dunk in nest. You could. I'm not that tall, so that's not that difficult. I'll be so for real. Oh. I hate that when I press space. It makes the music go really fast. Look at him. Look at him. He's so smug. He's fun. I think it's pretty neat. People just have a propensity for wanting things they enjoyed in the past. It's an evolutionary adaptation. That's why we must abandon monkey and embrace the new. Nothing wrong with some of the stuff in the past, but the new is fun and exciting. Very good stuff this stream. Also, how's about one last save for the road? Also, Ode to Misery. Yeah. Oh, it's saved already. Perfect. Ode to Misery. Absolutely brilliant job, Hubbity. Blessed art. Thank you. I especially like the one on the left. Look. Listen. Listen. I like smug people. I just think they're neat. I just think they're neat. Bad Bucky embrace Newt. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Victor Nation, how we feel. Oh, pain. I do not ship, but it's so funny for Victor Nation. Victor Nation truly suffering out here. No return to monkey. No return to monkey today. This song's good. Remember, no matter where you go in life, no matter what you do, everything becomes crap. Eventually, but perhaps not in my time. Perhaps in the future. I could see that happening in the future, actually. What matters me don't matter. Want to be my enemy. Spare the sympathy. Everybody wants to be my enemy. Oh, the sympathy. Whoop. Oh, the misery. Ooh, okay. I found someone whose art I really, really like. I don't think I've been in the stream for a while, so I don't quite recall what the vibe is. But very lovely art. I think y'all are gonna like her art. Ugh, fun fact, there's 2 versions in it. Yeah, there's one without the wrapping and with the wrapping, and then I think that's it. I don't know if I've ever messaged before I lurk here on weird occasion. Ah. Welcome in, Master Dog. It's been a long minute since I've seen your streams, trying to get back into my practice now. Feels like I'm starting fresh like a baby. Oh, let's go! I hope you're enjoying it, Calcium. Race it to the moonlight and I'm speeding. Your art's amazing, makes me want to draw more. Thank you! I'm glad it inspires you. This one drawing on the left is like, I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna do this again. I'm gonna draw him. I'm gonna draw Reyes, and he's gonna look great. He's gonna look great. I'm gonna get it right. But yeah. Riot recently released the cinematic version of Enemy. Didn't they already have one? It was with Imagine Dragons, right? Sounds real Silver Age when you think of it. Imagine the cover of Honey. Oh no, my nemesis has turned me into a crab. However will I run my bar now? What will I do? Alright, it is late. It is, oh gosh, it's almost bedtime for me. I was supposed to get ready for bed 15 minutes ago. That's okay. Does understanding perspective or just drawing TM come first? You can have both. I learned how to draw first before I learned perspective. So it's different for everybody. I just learned drawing, and then perspective came later. Wait. Jeff, I see a fellow member of the giant enemy Chrome Crabs Club. Oh, but yeah, before I get too distracted, I can feel my brain losing its focus. But I will be streaming on Wednesday at 11 a.m. PDT or 2 p.m. EST with Gabi Lynn. We're going to be playing Dark Souls. We're going to be on Gabi's channel. Johnny, sweet dreams in advance, honey, and thanks so much for another amazing stream. Thank you for being here, Johnny. I hope you had a good dinner, and I'm glad y'all got to see at least one gorgeous piece. I will work on it. It's a process. It's a process. It doesn't always work, but we just go with it when we can. Gotta watch him play too. Also, good night, Dill Pickle. I hope you're doing well. Ready to the start. By the way, I've always been fascinated with Sherlock Holmes and been meaning to read supposedly. My dad got me the whole collection. I don't know if it is, but anyway, some point I'm gonna have to read it all. It's not bad. I've read some of it. I think it was specifically like The Hound. It's a good one. It's pretty good. We are going to go visit Manda. Oh gosh, let's see. Manda, what is Manda working on? Manda is currently working on branding stuff. So fascinating. I love seeing graphic design. Let's go visit. Let's see, what's the raid message? Art raid. You know what? Art raid's a pretty good one. Star walking. Art raid. Let's go. But I will be not good boy. But yeah, I'm gonna be streaming on Friday, so I will see y'all very soon. Most likely gonna be more art. Hopefully I'll have good practice with this guy again. I'm so excited to draw him. But we will also be playing Dark Souls with Gabi on Wednesday, and Saturday I'll probably do more art. My schedule is down below in the Twitch section. And I will be going on a vacation after the 16th. The 16th will be my last stream of the year, and then I'm not gonna be back until January. So it's gonna be a little bit. Let's go. Please say what brush you use on that gray guy for shade in his boob. Please share. It is just a lasso tool and a smudge blur tool. That's it. It's just a lasso tool, so it's not actually a brush. Sorry about that, Panthera. I just use the texture brush for all my line art too. Fairly simple stuff. I hope y'all have a good time. So wait, no streaming on Friday? I will stream Friday, yes. I'll be streaming my regular schedule. So I'll see y'all on Friday. Y'all take it easy, okay? Make sure you get some rest. Thank you for coming today. I will see you very, very soon. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye.